left, I think, is where we
Yeah,
have it.
that's always.
Close that so we don't look even more white.
That's impossible.
And then do a little sound check. There we go. All right. And
Well,
we're back.
We
Another
actually beat Hades last time, so
Yeah, for the second time.
let's see if you can get through and then make lucky number
try.
3 here.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see.
I'll save my little party trick for maybe when there's more viewers on.
Yeah. We'll give it a little bit and see if some people come in. I very much look forward to that.
We got 2 already. That's good.
Oh,
hey
shit.
guys,
Hello, people.
I've got something for y'all to look forward to. Maybe when we get a few more people in the chat and stuff.
I'm very excited, actually. It's an inaugural.
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 There have been better inaugurations, but yeah, thank you
I don't
for
think there have.
your anticipation of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the best one.
It's definitely going to be the worst one, if nothing else.
I mean, it might be the worst flavor, but it's the
Yeah.
best inauguration.
Well, let's not give too much away right now.
Alright, let's do that because we haven't got it yet.
Still going with the rail.
Yeah, I really...
Have you used another weapon since you beat
It's been
Hades that first time?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, okay.
Just the last 2 times in particular.
Sure. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a badass.
It's also just where the one I feel like I get the farthest with.
Yeah.
And if the goal is progress...
Then we're Martin Luther King.
No. No.
Does that work?
No, that didn't work at all.
I don't know. It was the first name that jumped to my head. I could have said Gandhi, whatever, you know.
I mean, I don't know if that would have really worked either, but... Unless you're the Gandhi of Mountain Dew, I mean... Gandhi was only so great.
Yeah. He probably drank some pretty bad Mountain Dew flavors, too.
Well, he did sleep in a bed with
That's-
12-year-olds all the time, and,
Yeah.
you know, be like, oh, look...
Those were his
look at-
emotional support animals.
my God.
For his emotional...
Well, he would do that, and then he would say, look at this, I'm sleeping in a bed with these kids, and I'm not, like, raping them. Look how good of a person I am. That was, like,
Right.
actually something he said. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's kind of suspect, dude.
That's like...
Kind of weird behavior. Like, I don't
That's
know why you
like
feel-
somebody coming up to you with a kitchen knife like an inch away from your heart and saying, I'm almost stabbing you.
But I'm not.
But I have the power. It's the implication.
Yeah, that's true.
To quote the
Oh,
great
we just
Dennis Reynolds.
We just smeared Gandhi in the first 5 minutes.
yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, he's dead. Fuck him.
No, he had a really, really good movie. See,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Gandhi did some good things. I don't think we can totally discredit Gandhi based just on his weird habits, because if we had to discredit people based on their weird habits, everybody would be discredited, you know?
Oh yeah, that's, you know.
I mean, some habits are weirder than others. I admit.
Yeah, I don't know. Pedophilia, I think, is more than just a weird habit. But
Yeah. I mean,
Not that he
it definitely
actually did it,
is
but-
a weird habit. let's
let's
not downplay.
I said it's more than a weird habit.
Yeah, but I'm saying baseline, it's that, you know.
Yeah, but it is definitely more than that.
It probably goes over the mountain, but you know,
Over a mountain.
over the mountain peak of the metaphorical mountain, you know.
Yeah. It almost sounds like we're starting this super late at night and we're like already delirious.
I wish. I mean,
I know. I mean, I think we are.
yeah.
I don't know about you, but I did not get a lot of sleep last night.
Oh, really? Why not?
I just streamed late and then I got up early. Not because I had to. I just did.
Yeah, it makes you sound like an idiot. No, I'm just kidding.
Did you see any new shit? Oh well, there's the Morbius trailer.
Yeah, we
if you
just
wanna talk
watched
about
that Morbius trailer.
Yeah.
Wasn't that something?
It was something, all right. I continue to be
But
Frustrated with Sony.
yeah, I mean, like I said before, I think it looks better than the Venom trailers. You know.
It doesn't look as stupid as Venom for sure. But it doesn't look good.
Again, it's better than pedophilia. It's better.
I mean, I'll agree with that, but that's also a very low bar to have to like cross over.
Might be where I equate the Venom movies, to be honest. But
I mean, I'm with you that they're bad. But,
yeah. But yeah, I mean, Morbius, at least, unlike Venom, who they can't even get the look of the character right in those movies, at least Morbius, I look at him and go, yeah, that's what Morbius in the comics is.
Yeah, at least they have a basic sense of the visual design.
Yeah. I mean, I doubt he's ever going to be wearing that, like, 70s leotard.
Or Pop's collar. With
the red. And he's probably not going to wear that, although if they find some reason, maybe he, like, pops up on stage somewhere during, like, a musical number and he has to be wearing one of those. Yeah, I'd be cool with that, too.
I mean, it would be an interesting direction to take it.
If they did anything like the tone of the Venom movies, he would show up at a disco, Morbius, and that's why he would be wearing that,
like
and he'd be just doing kind of like this the whole time, you know? Some vampire dance moves.
Yeah, it's gonna be the
Bat-Toozy, you know?
He'd be doing vampire movie since Twilight.
Right.
I'm surprised they're not sparkling.
On a tangential note, I've also finished Midnight Mass.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. What did you think?
So that was really cool. It's awesome. I mean, especially by episode 3, when they pretty much tell you what's going on.
Right. It's pretty clear at that point.
I'm like, oh shit! I had an idea for the same kind of creature, like. Not exactly like they did it, but especially the idea of it being an angel.
Right.
That was something I wrote in a short story like a couple of years ago. So I've always thought that was a cool idea, and I think mixing religion and that type of monster mythology has always been a cool. They fit together well, obviously. Even the Dracula series on Netflix did a good job of making commentary on religion and Catholicism within the framework of certain, type of monster mythologies and stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Cheers, mate.
I guess I'm just trying to think, like...
I mean, miles and miles ahead of Bly Manor in terms of enjoyment.
Yeah. No, significantly.
Like, I still don't think it's topped Hill House.
Yeah, I do think that was stronger overall.
That's a really hard bar to beat,
Yeah, no, absolutely. I did think it was that actor though, that played Father.
Yeah, he was really good.
But because
I thought he looked like that act.
He's the guy in Legion interrogating him in the first episode, and then he's burned by the nuclear fire. And
that's right.
They start working together in like the second season.
Well, and
he's got the burned up body.
Well, the other weird thing is he looks just like a younger actor. I think his name is Nat Wolff or something. He's the actor who's the son in Hereditary. And They have very similar complexion. He's got the same, like, mole or whatever it is, like, almost in the same place on his face,
They definitely look like they could totally play, like, older and younger versions of the same character.
Well, and that was the funny thing, because I watched also, over the weekend, one of the Halloween-type movies I watched, I guess, or at least horror movie, was Old.
Oh,
the M. Night Shyamalan film.
So Beach makes you old?
And, He does play the older and sometimes younger version of the same character,
Yeah.
So that's a weird, it's like, it almost makes me wonder. But they're probably not that far apart in age in real life, those two actors anyway, so I doubt he could play he would pass as the teenage version
Sure.
of that actor playing the priest, because
Right.
it's like, no, you're
Not
already
old
an
enough.
adult.
Right.
Except they tried to claim that he was like 16 in the film.
In old.
Yeah.
But he was
Which
playing a
I don't-
teenager in Hereditary, too.
Well, yeah, that's true. And I mean, it's not like he was wholly unconvincing. And plus,
It's also been a few years since then.
yeah, and I'm used to. I mean, I grew up in the '90s where 35-year-olds were still being cast as teenagers, so
Right.
it's not like super. I can suspend my disbelief on that one.
I think that that works fine as long as you cast even older actors,
Yeah.
to compensate for the like the characters that are supposed to be
if
adults.
the baseline
they're
adults
like
in your
50,
world are like
60-year-olds.
if when they're like 50, then
Yeah.
it's easier to.
It's easier to, like in Greece, like every one of the teachers in that movie
Like
is
50.
like 50, 60, like they're like old.
Yeah, that's true.
So it makes it seem not quite as unbelievable when you see the 35-year-olds walking down the halls in high school.
Right.
And mortals are notoriously poor at estimating how long it takes to get anything done.
How many people we got viewing now, out of curiosity?
At the
Or are
moment,
there?
it just says one. But,
Okay. Cool. Well, thanks for hanging out.
yeah.
Yeah.
We hit the big 5-0. This is our first stream with us from after hitting that.
That is awesome.
I like this rocket.
Yep. Yeah, people, we gotta get a few more people in here just so I feel
I'm
I'm
sure
not.
at some point we will.
Yeah, just so I feel like I'm not gagging on the thing I'm gonna be consuming here in a bit.
Well, just don't put it just don't put the dick so far down.
What the fuck? You son of a.
Oh shit! I stepped right on that trap.
So did I guess, with the dick joke, but
I mean, you just
they should make those like dick mines, like you step on a mine and I don't.
what you got a dick? What is that? Exploding dicks?
It made sense in my head when I first started going down that path. Half the
Only
dick
road I've ever
mines.
known.
Nope.
I'll just be a moment, Father. I'll put it to
So did you guys stream on Saturday?
No, we
okay.
didn't actually. I did do a Sunday night stream of Back for Blood though,
Oh, cool.
which is kind of just like a new Left 4 Dead, essentially.
Okay.
I don't know if you. I never played Left 4 Dead back in the day either. So I don't know if you.
You
know of it.
I
at least.
played. I played Left 4 Dead
So
back
basically-
when it first came out.
Because Valve, just like with Portal and Half-Life, can't count to 3.
Yeah.
And they never let that development team make a Left 4 Dead 3.
Yeah.
A lot of the people from that studio went and formed their own game studio and made Back for Blood, which is essentially a Left 4 Dead 3, but
Oh.
they can't call it that as far as because they don't like own the franchise rights or whatever.
Understood.
But I mean, that is what it is. If anything, the name should have been Back for Valve's Blood.
You're doing really good still all your lives.
This rocket, I'm telling you, it's kicking ass.
I should have told you again maybe to trade in the tooth for one of the other keepsakes before you started this escape attempt.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
I mean, the only times I get to play Hades lately is with you, so it's not something I've
thinking
been
about.
super aware of either.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
But it's usually good to do just so you don't. I mean, as long as you don't lose, 4 lives before you get to Hades, it's
Right.
not that big a deal. But oh, you can fish in this spot afterwards. You have to clear the chamber first, but.
Come on, there we go. Walking here. Yeah, this rocket is is badass. It's one of my new favorite, like, just attack in general. I could just fuck people up from so far away.
Was that with one of the hammers?
Yeah, I believe so.
And you'll want to destroy that little green vase too when after this fish. You always have to wait till they go. You got it. Oh, cool.
Hey.
I'm just so used to you not catching fish.
I mean, I'll be honest. I do hate fishing.
Yeah,
it's boring as shit.
Not the most stimulating activity, but
I mean, people like it, whatever. But it's not for me.
Especially in Minnesota, there are a lot of people that like fucking fishing.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Well, we have a lot of lakes.
That doesn't make it more interesting.
Logically, it follows that there'd be a lot of people that like fishing where there are more fishing opportunities. But I agree with you. I'm not cut from that cloth.
I mean, like, I get, like, if you're like doing it with someone else and you're having some fun and beers and I'm hanging on a boat, like, I can absolutely see the entertainment value in that. But the people that just go fishing by themselves for doing nothing but to fish, that is what I truly just, like, don't get. I don't get it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at least for Minnesotans, or for guys that fish together, as long as they're not the kind that, you know, they have to do that awkward silence thing or else it's gay. Just completely sitting on
my heterosexual awkward silence.
Sitting on opposite ends of the boat, just, facing the other direction.
Gotta face butt to butt. That's how it's not gay.
Most likely they're drinking some beer too.
I mean, how can you get through it sober?
I think most guys that fish drink beer. I might be incorrect about that, but
I couldn't make it through without it.
There are some, of course, who find it just like a very meditative sort of thing to do. They just enjoy doing it.
I meditate sometimes, but I don't think I don't know.
Well, I feel like I would. I mean, I
could go sit on a boat and drink beer by myself and meditate, but why am I catching fish?
Can you drink beer and meditate?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I don't know if, like...
Can't tell me what to do.
I don't know if, like, Krishna or whatever God invented meditation intended for us to be drinking, loading up.
Krishna couldn't eat my ass then.
I'm kind of doubtful now how many times you've meditated in your life.
I don't know. I think it's been a lot.
Okay. I also just don't think it's possible to fish and drink beer and meditate.
Well, I'm saying you leave the fishing part out because it sucks.
Okay.
You do the other two.
Yeah, I'm also thinking you're just kind of
shitting on fishing.
Or a depressed person if you're just sitting out in a boat in the middle of a body of water drinking by yourself. Yeah, I think everybody would prefer that you're fishing as well at that point.
Not me.
I'd rather come to your side, is that what you're saying?
I mean, than fish? Shit, maybe.
No, obviously, I don't think I'd get a lot out of fishing by myself, but if I was with another person and we can talk like we're doing now, then...
But I would get so much more interested in just doing that than I wouldn't give a shit about doing fishing. Again, it's just my thing. It's like, like there's multiple potentially interesting things to be doing, and that's the least of them.
Right. I mean, do you know how many boats we're not going to get invited on now?
Were we getting invited on a lot of boats before?
I thought so.
I don't know, man. I don't trust people inviting me on boats.
It's like that episode of It's Always Sunny.
Yeah. Right. I don't like the implication.
Yeah.
I was talking there. I say, come out. We'll go into international waters.
That's probably like Dennis's overall, like, there's probably a few phrases of Dennis's from It's Always Sunny that are like his most memorable phrases throughout the
that's
series.
Definitely up there.
The implication is one, I'm a golden god.
Yeah. I don't really have any convictions.
I don't really. I mean, just yelling, shrieking, idiot, idiot, you know, sounds like that a lot.
He's a straight up serial killer.
Oh,
you remember that episode where he's like talking about...
I like that where they find him in the back of the van. He's got all those like tools, he says.
I have to have my tools.
It's like, Dennis, why do you have those? He's like, I like
to be bound.
He realizes it sounds really bad to him if he says I like to bind, so he has to.
Right.
It's like, it's a sex thing. It's a fetish.
Fetish shit.
He immediately jumps to that because that is so much better than the truth.
Than the truth that he's just kidnapping people.
Yeah.
Do you think that there'll be an episode someday where they just find some body parts in his fridge?
That could be like the series finale. Because remember when we always used to joke
that... Well, they have to outdo Seinfeld.
Yeah, because the series finale of Seinfeld is they pretty much get sentenced to prison already, the four of them.
Because they're so horrible that they get sentenced to prison. So if
they're bad, then...
Right. Well, that's Always Sunny is just Seinfeld on fucking steroids. I mean, in a lot of ways.
Yeah, so it's... I really think they have to go that extra mile of doing something like saying Dennis is a serial killer, declaring it, and, you know.
And one of the things I've always thought would be pretty funny would be if they all accidentally kill Dee, and then like have to like flee the authorities, and like they all like run away to different countries.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Or they just all get executed by the state, or something like that. But like.
Or Cricket, get Cricket killed finally.
Corbin suggested that the series finale is that they finally pushed Cricket so far that Cricket turns into like a Michael Myers slasher and murders all of them.
That wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I'd go with that. So I might as well say this while we maybe don't have a lot of people watching at the moment, because it's just like a weird... It's a very weird...
I mean, the video will go up on YouTube later.
Right.
In fact, we actually get most of our views after the fact. A lot of these videos are like 50 plus views on them after they've finished being recorded. Still on Twitch. Not even the YouTube ones, but like you can go back and watch videos afterwards.
Yeah. After
they're not live anymore. And we're getting like 50 on average.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a possibly offensive topic, although we've already done some of those.
We have.
But it's just the lyrics of a song I heard the other day, or it was like a week ago. I meant to tell you about those lyrics then because they're insane, and I couldn't, because I heard the song on The Current, which The Current, for anybody that doesn't know, in Minnesota, that's like a super progressive music station. You know,
right?
All their music is either kind of indie or it's, you know, definitely what the young people are listening to mostly. Yeah, pretty mainstream. But you know, they have some cool kind of alternative music that, you know, you just wouldn't expect to have like a very country kind of message to it. But there was this like weird kind of country song going on in the background, and I should have just turned it then because it was country, but but I swore 100% because they said it a few times in the chorus of this song. But the lyrics went, "He's a slow ambling man, the leader of the Ku Klux Klan." I swear to God, those were the lyrics of this song. Fuck? And I was in such shock, utter shock, the first time I heard it.
Play something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
And I swore he said it about 20 more times in the
Oh my God. Well, that's kind of horrifying.
Yeah. So I was just like, why the fuck is that a song?
Yeah, that doesn't...
So...
Well, yeah, I don't get that at all.
I just had to say that because for my own sanity, to be sure that, you know, it wasn't a glitch in the Matrix or something.
I mean, it may have been a glitch in the Matrix. It's just that you noticed one.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been having a lot of those in 2020 and 2021.
Oh, dude, I love season 2021 of Earth.
2021. Yeah.
Greatest comedy you could ask for.
Power of Olympus. Zesty.
Yeah, for one of my classes, the journalism class, which is a completely worthless class, because it's called the fundamentals of journalism. I don't think we've been taught one fundamental yet of journalism halfway through the semester.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so that doesn't sound like it's very heavy on the
She's had us turn in like 2 assignments
seriously?
across this whole time. Constantly, she's the one.
I feel like that education's really getting... really getting a fulfilling education there.
I'm not getting what I paid for, that's for damn sure.
I mean, do you ever? In this
not
country?
Typically. I mean, not for a
Not for
English creative writing degree either. But
yeah, no, that's also true.
I mean, no offense to my fellow creative writing majors, but you'd have to be a total idiot to pay $40,000 for one of those degrees. Please don't ever do that. If you have a choice, if you're just getting
Most
out
people
of...
just don't know, you know.
If you're getting out of high school and you are thinking of pursuing creative writing or English, don't do it unless you can get almost a full ride scholarship. That's what I'm saying right now.
Well, because otherwise it's just like, what is even...
Because a creative writing degree otherwise is a series of creative writing workshops. That's
right.
Which you can do recreationally for free in your community, in your local neighborhood.
Right, exactly.
You can find a group of fellow writers and just talk about your shit. That is not worth $40,000 or more
really
for other people. So, yeah. I mean, the only reason I ended up pursuing it is because I got most of my tuition kind of covered.
Then, you still had to fucking spend a lot of fucking money. That's like a good case scenario where you like got a lot of it covered. You still had to take fucking loans out, right?
Because I took out a loan last semester, but was able to kind of get that. Well, I was able to pay it off really quickly, but it was just, and it was a small loan, $2,000. Those are small loans.
I just have a small loan of $2 million.
But yeah, and I took out that same kind of loan for this semester. So by the time it's done, I will be out $2,000. But that's really good compared
to most people.
And actually,
Fantasy, you're kind of sucking.
And actually, I was going to be out $2,000, but then one of the good things about 2021 and shit is that, you just get random emails saying that, like, oh, there's all this extra fund money for the, federal, for, like, SNAP, for food, for the food program. They just have all this extra money because of COVID and stuff lately. So they did just put another $2,000 into my school account, basically.
Damn. Okay.
So that actually part is taken care of. Now it's just a matter of whether my tuition reimbursement will want to cover the full $5,000 now that I will not necessarily have paid $5,000 out of pocket.
Right.
But either way, as long as they cover at least what I did pay for, I actually will come out owing zero debt this
Which is, that's awesome. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
After
a 4-year degree, 10 actual years of school and effort to do it, working, zero debt. So I am proud of that fact.
Yeah, it's not an easy achievement to make happen.
Yeah. I just won't have a job, likely, at least for a little while, that will immediately pay for my future. But,
God, hell no, or if ever.
Right. I'm still going to play the Powerball every now and then.
Man, you know what's sad to me Especially like a convenience store, when you see like the old people in line in front of you buy the lottery tickets.
Yeah.
And they,
you know then that they've been playing for 80 years of their life.
Well, yes, because they know, because they've been doing it so long.
Because why else would they be buying another Powerball ticket?
Well, and the employee working, like, is like, you know, they might be new, so they're like not quite sure where it is on the screen, which ticket they want, right?
Oh,
they're
yeah.
gonna like double check like that they're hitting the right one, and the old person buying it is like, no, it's over here.
They know better than the
like
employee.
as a customer, they know like where on the system it is, because that's how much time they've spent coming in and buying that shit.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Anyone there? Oh, that's better.
Oh, 300 health.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
You might have it this time.
We'll see.
Because you haven't even been taking that much
I also have all of my
in Elysium.
Yeah, and I also have all. I used one death defy, but then I was able to get it back too. So now I have a full number of death defies at the moment.
Fuck yeah. I should tell my old supervisor Ben from UPS that we fucking stream Hades so that
Tell him to come watch.
because he was the one that let me in on this game, you know. So yeah. Yep, a lot of sleepless nights playing this one.
Fuck you, Dad.
Yeah. Fuck you, Ben. No, just
Yeah, but hey, you know, and if anybody ever wants to recommend the channel out to other people, I am more than okay with that.
And Ben would always have like almost like a prideful smirk when he'd tell me that he told somebody else about Hades.
Oh, yeah.
He seemed like
like me with Attack on Titan. He's like when he gets other people into it.
Yeah, he seemed like a fucking drug dealer because he was just like, yeah.
Y'all got some more of them Attack on Titan episodes?
He was just like, yeah, those other people I told, they're not sleeping either. He'd be like fucking happy about it.
That's hilarious. Oh man.
I'd be like, fuck you and your puns, Ben. Punjamin. That's what I should call them. Yeah.
Oh, our like trail thing really fucks them up too. That's like actually does a lot of damage. The Hades dash.
Okay, so that's working out well for you.
I've also upgraded it a couple times.
Oh,
so
okay.
It seems that does actually a decent amount of damage.
Huh? Maybe that's what I always needed to do with it, because I always felt like when I got that dash, it wasn't as effective to me as like the Athena dash or whatnot.
I still would say that I don't like it as much.
Yeah.
Probably as that one, but it does do.
Okay.
And also, I think I hadn't actually gotten it before, so like on this one, I was like, well, I might as well.
Yeah, maybe next time I have the opportunity, I'll go for that one. But yeah, I watched. I watched Old. So first of all, that was a unique film. I'll say that definitely.
I've read the short like comic it's based on, and I thought that was kind of garbage, to be honest.
It might be better than that then, because as far as his movies go, it's a little more Lady in the Water, a little more.
Ugh. Well, that doesn't
a little more The Village than it is The Sixth Sense or Signs.
Okay.
But not The Happening or The Last Airbender, you know.
I mean, I'll be honest, there's not like a massive difference between those for me.
For all those four.
Yeah.
To me, those are...
The Last Airbender is definitely, definably, like, the worst one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's not at the bottom.
But, like, Lady in the Water and Lady in the Water...
Granted, I don't like Lady in the Water that much either. It was better than Lady in the Water.
Alright.
It's probably just...
Lady in the Water was terrible.
It's probably M. Night's worst new movie that he's made, like ever since The Visit.
Yeah,
he started making progressively better movies, I thought, after The Visit.
But then that's kind of...
but this is kind of his most mediocre since then. But it's still got... I can see where there are cool notions within that sandcastle comic or whatever, and those and where they were in this movie, because it, you know, the idea that like time goes by too fast and we're aging too fast. Obviously, the French, which that sandcastle story it's based on, is French.
Oh,
that might have been why you hated it.
Yeah, could have been, man. Could have been. Not gonna rule it out.
So of course they're gonna go out after the philosophical, like, oh, it's very much just a metaphor for life, you know, that we, you know, that we're gonna be 80 before we know it and dead.
Right.
Which is why everybody's always so happy to be around the French, you know, when they come up with shit like that.
Right. Just joyous people.
But, yeah, but there are some cool-ass horror moments in the movie, I will say.
Okay.
Which I was not actually totally expecting. I was expecting just kind of more of a kind of basic
really
sci-fi...
kind of...
Oh, what?
Like, really PG-13 in a bad way.
Yeah, and I mean, it was definitely PG-13, and I think one... But M. Night Shyamalan, I learned from that old movie, like a featurette on it or whatever, is that...
Oh, was it the you watched it like on a home
Well,
video?
they had like a little... It was like on HBO, so there was like a little making of thing after,
cool. Okay.
special after it.
Nice.
But he's completely funded all his own movies since The Visit.
Really?
He's like 100%.
Well, after The Last Airbender, I'm not surprised people didn't want to fund his movies.
Right. And I think that's cool because there are definitely some fucked up concepts and moments and scenes and old that I don't think a studio system would let him get away with. Some stuff you would really not appreciate because, you know...
Alright.
Because it's this family on this beach along with two other groups of people. Right. And that other group has...
Hey, Slim Callie, how you doing?
Hey, dude, how's it going?
Welcome in, dude.
Talking about M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, not Aphrodite, goddammit.
Oh, Aphrodite, yeah. I actually forget. I think the aura kind of environmental effects of Aphrodite just make your attacks weaker when they affect you in that way.
Seems like it did a lot of damage.
Was it? Oh. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what her environmental effect is.
How are you doing, Slim Callie? Yeah, we're just talking some M. Night Shyamalan here.
Yeah.
Discussing his most recent film.
Yeah, I just watched. It was one of the horror movies I happened to watch this weekend for Halloween, so it wasn't the best.
But it wasn't the worst.
No, it's definitely by far not one of his worst movies. But yeah, so this other group of people on the beach, they have a young girl too, about the same age as their young boy, 6-year-old kid, and they're the ones that age up really fast into Nat Wolf, and you know.
Right. I mean, yeah, the trailer basically gave the movie away for the most part, I think.
For the most part,
I'm even pretty sure I know exactly what horror you're talking about because they damn near show that in the trailer too.
Which moment are you thinking?
I assume it's the pregnancy thing. They were like super crazy rapid fast.
That's just gross.
I mean, yes.
Because, yeah, it's these two fucking 16-year-old kids that were just 6 that just had sex, apparently. Thankfully, that is just implied.
Right.
And then she's pregnant.
And then
they immediately deliver the baby, but because of how fast time is passing...
The baby's already
the
like
baby
an old man.
dies.
It's Benjamin Button.
I mean,
it's crossover.
It's just that they didn't even have any time to feed this baby, is how much time it passed before the baby died. Because
shouldn't they all die of starvation because they don't have enough time to feed themselves?
That's a plot hole that's kind of explained for some of the characters, but you are also correct.
That seems like a massive
starvation
plot hole.
would apply. Yeah, that is a big plot hole that would apply to the rest of them fairly soon, because they eventually... It's also some of that terrible... It might be some of the worst just, like, spoon-feeding you exposition in an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
He does like doing that.
Because it's just this, like, again, group of people, and there's, like, a circle shot of them.
Like the Avengers.
Yes, exactly like that actually, where the camera's
seriously?
Yeah, where the camera's going around
on a beach.
where the camera's going around to each of the people on the beach, and they're each kind of contributing to their overall theory of what they think is happening on this island, which happens to be exactly what's happening on this island, on this beach.
Right.
And the guy's like, I think half an hour on this beach is a year, you know, of like, you know.
He got really specific with the math on that.
Yeah, no,
Like
they figured out the exact math.
That seems unnecessary to even know.
Which, there was totally a plot device which could have eliminated a lot of that exposition and or more organically conveyed that plot. Because later they find this, like, journal that was left by, like, a science fiction writer there. He was one of the last people that had, you know, survived for a little while and then died on this beach. And he left his journal behind. And I mean, I'm at least willing to buy that a sci-fi high-concept writer could kind of start piecing together a little bit of what he thinks is going on from observation. Sure. And so because he basically had that theory written down in the book.
Oh,
so they could have just.
Well, but that's not how they figured it out.
No, they just like literally figure it out with like no proof. I mean, besides the fact of what's happening in front of them.
But, but that shouldn't be enough to figure out the exact specific math.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right.
That's very strange.
No, the body horror that is cool is the fact that also part of how I think they got it to be PG-13 is there's not a lot of blood in the film, because when you cut somebody, because of the time dilation on this island, the cut heals and scars really fast.
Oh.
So, there's a really fucking awesome, like, body horror part where the guys, the other family on the beach, his wife, she's aged into, like, a 70-year-old woman by this point. And she also has, like, a calcium deficiency problem, so her bones break really easily and shit. And there's a part where she's going kind of crazy from being old.
As one does.
Yeah, and she's chasing the other group's 2 teenage kids through this, like, series of dark caves, and all they have are these is this box of matches, so they keep lighting a match. And every time that keeps kind of showing the next visual of what's happening. And at one point, because she's crazy and she wants them to turn the light off of her because she was beautiful and now she's ugly, and she picks up this, like, big rock and can't hold it, and the rock falls and just completely demolishes her shoulder, breaks her whole arm. And she falls to the ground in pain.
She gets a Winter Soldier arm.
No, she falls to the ground in pain, and falling to the ground, she starts breaking her other limb.
That's cool.
And then all her bones start healing in the wrong way.
Oh, that's cool.
And she literally dies, just continuously breaking every. It's a horrific fucking.
That's
scene.
a cool. That sounds like a cool.
That was maybe the best part of the movie, to be honest. Like, as far as because again, I didn't really expect there to be a focus on horror in it, and there totally was. And the other aspect was that her husband, they're kind of the villains of the movie, I guess. Her husband, he was a doctor, but he's also a racist, and he's also he had a family history of, like, Alzheimer's and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So he's starting to, like, kind of go nuts as the movie goes on, because he's just losing, you know, his mind as time goes on.
Right.
And is forgetting who everyone is and whatnot, and he thinks everybody's, like, trying to, you know, steal his front lawn or whatever.
Steal his front lawn?
he starts developing... Is that
a euphemism for pubic hair?
Ew. God damn. No, he starts developing all these old man-isms about, like, you know...
Starts talking like Joe Biden?
Yes! He literally becomes Joe Biden. If Joe Biden was the villain of this movie, that would be this character. Yeah.
Damn, all right.
And anyway, so at some point, it's just,
Joe Biden's horrifying, so that sounds like a scary movie to me.
At one point, he's pretty old. I guess I like the Hades dialogue.
Was appointed to be uncertain conditions, not that I had much of a choice. Among them, a one-time surface dweller such as I believe that, then why attempt to have a child anyway?
You don't know anything. Anyone who chooses to have a child is to me.
And that's why
I'm with Hades on this one.
And that's why this game is called Fuck You, Dad.
Yeah, fuck you, Dad. Alright.
Yeah, alright, I'll try not to
well, you can talk. I
you
just
too
might not
much.
be as responsive.
Yeah. Might as well give some serious, solemn kind of silence to the moment. So it's like the only moment of the game that we for sure have to, try and beat every time. So
right, because we're getting to a point where now everything else is like somewhat easy,
and everything else is kind of secondary or somewhat side questy in a way.
Right. Now it's all about.
As far as the main narrative, we just have to start beating Hades a lot.
I can really play a lot of keep away with this.
Yeah. And thankfully that Ares dash is doing a little bit of damage each time. Little, but it's doing something.
Helping.
Yeah.
You've no control over your brutish strength.
Not interested in the analysis now, Father.
No, I think it's the perfect time.
Not now.
Darkness.
I'm guessing at this point you learned the seismic waves from the skulls is damaging. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Try to take care of those.
Yeah, that's what I always try to do too.
Oh shit.
Sometimes they're hard to see because they're behind little corners like that.
Fucking Hades. Fuck you, Dad. Fuck your corners. Oh shit.
Oh hell yeah.
This fighter's well out of your league.
Oh, I forgot he like commented, on like different
Oh yeah, there's just so
depending on,
much
like, what call you
conditional dialogue. There's might be. Oh, there's one.
There we go.
This is his first health bar.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I see.
And that big sweep is maybe the main move.
That's the most damaging one.
Yeah, I think so.
Most powerful, kind of.
There's also the laser one he does in the second health bar.
Oh yeah, that one's painful.
I'm trying to think if you have the Athena dash when those skulls pulse like that. Maybe you can kind of not be hit during that
It seems
time.
like if I time the dash right, it seems like it doesn't hurt me.
Well, also it only goes out a certain distance.
That's true. So if you're just kind of far enough away.
Yeah. All right, nice,
Right,
nice.
We got one.
Oh, yeah.
We have one death defy left. We still have one extra life.
Oh no, I guess not. I thought it feels like sometimes the pulses don't go out the whole way. Nice.
Oh shit.
Sorry for anybody watching if I'm not talking a lot. It's just I'm trying to give Sage his space here to do the deed. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh no. That is he get behind the rock, get behind the rock.
Damn.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry, man. Your odds are looking good on this one.
No, they are not.
Oh shit. Nah.
Yeah.
That sweep is hard.
Yeah. All right. That's
Hey, man.
unfortunate, but that's, you know.
I mean, we're pretty much always getting to Hades at this point.
Well, and also we're always getting them
Stronger.
in like the last
yeah.
half.
Yeah, if you want to do the Mirror of Night, see, do we have, how many keys do we have? 21. So
I think we need
not 30
more.
keys.
Yeah, 9 more keys.
Yep. But yeah, to continue on with the other like body horror part that happened in Old is he starts getting, you know, Alzheimer's, and he starts going after the other couple when they're also old. And oh, we got 4 viewers. If we maybe if we get another one or so, I'll do my little party trick for everyone. But yeah, and he starts just constantly cutting the husband, who is losing his vision as he's getting older. Yeah. So he can't really put up much of a fight. Right. So he's just constantly getting cut up. But again, most of the scars are healing right away. But it's very painful for him. Right. And there was this kind of rusty metal knife they had earlier, and the wife grabs that and cuts the guy once, and because it's a rusty blade, it gives him an instant blood infection. And basically, though, it starts spreading through his body immediately, and he just starts, you know,
immediately just kind of succumbs to it.
Yeah, but I mean...
we just got rated by the Late Film Show.
Oh, shit.
Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid, people. Hello, welcome. This is Rated M for Immaturity. We're just talking some movies. And
now that everybody's here, I have this terrible, terrible thing, this little stunt to perform, which is something we've talked about doing for a while, but they have a new flavor of Mountain Dew, which is gingerbread cookie flavored Mountain Dew, which also it made me fucking gag just terribly.
Just describing it.
When
thank you for the follow, Rabbit Manatees. Ping pong balls.
So for a while, I've been meaning.
Welcome to Fern, the Late Film Show, Bittersweet.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, yep.
So I'm going to try for the first time this artificial gingerbread flavored Mountain Dew on
I'm going to throw up just watching you try and drink this.
And we've been talking about this a long time, trying out new, terrible, shitty flavors of Mountain Dew just for your entertainment. So here we
go. just don't. Bittersweet says don't do it. It's not worth it.
It's just kind of ginger ale.
It's just like ginger ale?
Oh, there's the shortbread part.
Bittersweet says we're here to just...
it has a shortbread aftertaste. What the
horrible.
Fuck? Oh, God. All right.
A shortbread aftertaste, huh?
Yep. That was disgusting.
Are you going to drink any more?
I mean, for the enjoyment of the stream throughout the rest of our Hades stream, I will drink this until completion.
Just every once in a while, you'll just go, ugh.
But that's pretty fucking awful. All right.
Yeah. So how does that compare on the hierarchy of terrible Mountain Dew flavors?
On the hierarchy of all Mountain Dew flavors, okay, so I'll say near the top we got...
Down in one.
Fuck you.
Want you to drink it all at once.
No thanks, man. I ain't going that far. I'd have to be... Sage would have to be paying me at this point for that.
Just waterboarding you with it. I will literally pay Red Wing for you to stop doing it. So will pay me for you to stop drinking it.
Well, all right, how much you got? But no. So I think near the top, a lot of people. I mean, you have to have some appreciation for Mountain Dew at all.
Right.
If you like Mountain Dew,
a connoisseur of Mountain Dew.
That's
like
what
yourself.
I am. Not like myself, but
a Dewasaur, if you will.
A Dewasaur. It's not like a fucking weird ass dinosaur.
Yeah.
But near the top is, of course, like there's basic flavor Mountain Dew is all right, you know. Baja Blast.
I like the throwback with the cane sugar.
Throwback is good. If you like the red dye drinks, I think Code Red is basically the best red dye drink there is.
Better than the Big Red soda.
Oh God, Big Red is the. If you like Big Red, then fuck you. No, but yeah, I mean, if you like red ices, you're gonna like Code Red and shit.
You know, I once saw a meat-flavored Pepsi.
Oh, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah, I did. I saw it in the store once.
They started making Baja Blast Zero, but I can't find it in cases.
Oh, really? Because Zero is like, that's
zero
like...
zero
calories.
right?
Because it's not like diet where there's no sugar, but they use like a different kind of sugar.
Oh,
I think so. It's like, it's not as... Or there's just not as much.
Is that a face
Now we can get all into like super complicated Mountain Dew lore here.
Well, yeah, and then I like Livewire. You know, Livewire is good.
Yeah.
And
I don't really remember that one, to be honest.
They're orange flavored.
Oh, it is zero sugar. Okay.
Yeah. Zero sugar.
So it is zero sugar.
Their diet, basically.
Okay.
Baja Blast.
Which is why you want it. Fair enough.
Good. And near the bottom, their whiteout is not very good.
Yeah, that one is the one that tasted like dirty, like a dirty dish water.
Voltage is like blue raspberry. Yeah, Voltage is it is. And I think the worst Mountain Dew I've ever drank, and it's not really Mountain Dew's fault. You can't put it on Mountain Dew.
Okay.
But one time I went to Taco Bell and got
How many stories start like that?
And got out of their soda machine, filled up my cup with the yellow Kickstart, flavor of Mountain Dew. Yeah, and it was because I don't think they cleaned out that drink machine very well. It was really watered down.
So it wasn't even like the full flavor. Anyway.
Yellow soda, yeah. So that's probably the worst Mountain Dew I've ever.
You've tried that on the melon. I haven't.
I have. It's not my favorite. To me, it's just the flavors that are just nothing but drinking like pure sugary syrup.
Yeah.
Those are the flavors that are not my favorite. There's one awesome new flavor that I could drink on the stream too. I could review on the stream.
Yeah.
Because this gingerbread flavored Mountain Dew, I'm giving like 2 out of 10. Yeah.
2 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a proper 1 out of 10?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, this is definitely one of the worst flavors of soda I've ever drank.
What about that, 4th of July America flavored Mountain Dew that you said was pretty bad?
Yeah, that wasn't great. I mean, that was basically, I thought, repackaged whiteout, kind of. I feel like they just they might just mixed Voltage and whiteout,
Okay. Is that worse than whiteout on its own, or is that...
Whiteout is just kind of crap to me. That might be... this is my least favorite flavor of Mountain Dew that I've personally tried.
Oh, Divine Flourish.
There are other ones that sound worse, but I think you have to get those like in other countries or something, or other states.
Is there a, is there a soda company that goes as horribly over the top as Oreo does with the weird flavors?
Well, I feel like
because Oreo needs to stop.
Yeah, Oreo definitely needs
Oreo
to
is a problem.
Yeah. But what was I saying? At a local gas station chain of ours, Speedway.
I just kind of started playing. This is your turn.
Oh, well, you might as well do this one then. Speedways, if anybody has that gas station chain in their state.
Well, you know what? Even if you do, those are about to all be converted into 7-Elevens in the very near future.
They're all becoming 7-Elevens.
They're all going to be 7-Elevens.
They were literally just Super Americas.
Yeah.
Now they're Speedways. Now they're 7-Elevens.
Yep, they will be 7-Elevens in the near future.
Well, that took about 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they have a new exclusive flavor of Mountain Dew that's like sparkling, kind of pink lemonade.
Pumpkin spice is the worst flavor of all time. Get these companies to stop it. Get help.
Pumpkin. Yeah.
I'm okay with a pumpkin flavor, but I always say my problem with pumpkin spice is that it's not actually pumpkin. It's a bunch of spices that you might put on pumpkin, but it's not actually pumpkin.
That's true. Yeah, I actually like pumpkin flavored things.
But pumpkin spice isn't really pumpkin. It's like this kind of fake, I don't know.
Because pumpkin pie is awesome. I like pumpkin butter. I like, my dad got me pumpkin pancake mix batter one time.
But all those things it's not just nutmeg and cinnamon. It's actually pumpkin. That's right. You go to Starbucks and get a pumpkin spice latte, and it's there's a tiny bit of pumpkin in there, but that's good pumpkin bread, pumpkin cookies, pumpkin pie, but the flavoring, no.
Sure.
Like in like the artificial flavoring.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Hey, fair enough. Hey, T-Bone. Welcome in.
Modifications to the
So-
law and order.
Welcome in. How are you today, T-Bone? Thanks for coming to hang out.
I just drank some gingerbread cookie flavored Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
For anybody that
sounds like it's
new
just
that
awful.
comes in. I'm glad that just suddenly you got rated so that 10 people could show up just so I could
Just so you
drink
could
this
try this
horrible
horrible,
soda.
yeah.
God damn, now I'll drink some more.
I'm a little... He's gonna torture himself on stream just for you guys.
God, see, at first it's not so bad because it just feels kind of like ginger ale a little bit
But
flavored.
then the aftertaste really gets you.
Yeah.
You're currently sitting in Starbucks having a chai latte. Nice! I used to work at a Starbucks.
I wish I was having a chai latte.
I used to work at a Starbucks for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Only like a year or so, but, you know. Chai is the real MVP.
Yeah.
Yep, that's Michael.
Hey, how's it going?
Yep, we got our weekly Michael Hades stream in here.
And then what else happened in old? And the and the M. Night Shyamalan movie Old.
Thirsty. Oh hey, Edman, how are you
I'm
doing?
thirsty. Hey, dude. Yeah, if anybody cares about spoilers for M. Night Shyamalan's Old, you might want to like just not listen for like 2 minutes. But the twist in Old basically is not even that the beach makes you old, because of course that's in the trailers. That's
Right.
pretty
that's not a
discovered
twist.
pretty early on in the movie.
Right.
Which I would have maybe. I'm sort of glad I thought that would be the twist, them attempting to explain why the beach or how the beach does this. And I'm like, almost no matter what you say, it's going to be just
Kinda
a
stupid.
retarded description. Yeah, explanation of it. But what they say they use the beach for is all the big pharmaceutical companies send people out on free vacations to this beach, and they spike their drinks before they go to this beach that has experimental meds in it, basically. And that everybody on that island, like the guy that has Alzheimer's, one girl has epilepsy, all of them have different sicknesses, and they're basically trying to treat chronic sicknesses over a lifetime within a short span of hours. That's what they've started using this island for. Even though they know it's killing all these people, so it's kind of a comment on the dirtiness and corruption of big pharma.
Okay.
You know.
Right.
But so like one woman on the island, yes, I'm having
They're talking about their chai lattes.
Oh yeah.
Used to make 1 million of those a day. No,
That was
I
good.
once made, when I worked at Caribou, I made 2 chai lattes for, what's his name now? I should not be blanking on that, but the Fonz. Henry.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know you actually served Henry Winkler that day.
Yeah, I met
that's
Henry
cool.
Winkler one time working
I
at
remember,
Caribou.
yeah.
And yeah, I made him 2 chai lattes.
Oh, that's awesome.
So Henry Winkler, the Fonz from Happy Days, likes chai lattes.
The coach from
people did not
Waterboy.
know. or that too. Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, I guess that's how you met him that day. He was
Yep,
at
he came into my
Starbucks.
store.
That makes sense. Okay, I thought you just happened to see him at the mall that day or something.
Oh, yeah.
But that's awesome.
He was really, really nice in person. He was one of those celebrities. Like I normally don't even ask a celebrity for like a picture because I'm like they're just a regular person.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna bother them.
But if they
he
seem
was
really approachable.
Yeah, he was so nice and approachable and friendly and just cool that I just was like, all right, yeah, sweet. Like yeah, might as well ask.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I just thought you talked about Winkle and was about to nerd out about rotary engines.
Oh, can't nerd out with you out there.
Sadly, that is one area of Bittersweet in which my nerd knowledge is lacking.
Yeah, we probably lack a lot of actual practical knowledge and application.
Yeah, I just know information I can't do anything to survive with.
Yeah, but yeah, that dude. The hell was it? With Old.
Oh yeah.
They. One of the girls on that island, she's married to Karnak from Inhumans,
Oh yeah.
and she had epilepsy, and that's something you don't even think about till after the fact. But she did go a lot of the movie without having seizures, and then all of a sudden she just started seizing like uncontrollably and died because of it.
Am I completely over all coffee drinks now? No, not necessarily. I drink like a nitro like every day at work.
Nice.
That's Nathan too. He's just like constantly like cars.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so and then all the lab technicians and stuff, they all explained that like this woman went 16 years without seizing with epilepsy.
Because we put her on a beach that made her old.
So they're like, so she like 8.5 hours on that beach equated to that. Right. So he's like, but and then it's kind of weird because he's like, he raises a glass to toast all the scientists and he's like, we have cured epilepsy, pack that shit up and send it out to the world. You know?
Yeah, that's definitely a weird response. A weird way to kind of approach things. It just sounds like the Umbrella Corporation, you know? So,
yeah, but
she works in an automotive shop. That's cool. I wish I knew more about, like, internally about cars. I wish I knew more specific.
Well, you were thinking about becoming a mechanic for a bit.
Yeah, but I
like
stopped.
A side gig. Yeah. That's fair.
Steve asks, how's the gun treating us today? Very well. Yeah. Almost beat Hades with it. Almost beat Hades close. With that. Almost got there. We're
halfway
so close.
Down in the second health bar, I think.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I mean, a lot more ethical than Umbrella. I mean, they are at least trying to develop experimental medications that will solve world illnesses, you know?
Well, like, Umbrella was developing the viruses as, like, cures for things. And like,
were they?
In the original.
I never knew that. Oh, okay.
In the like, I mean, I think at a certain point, I think they leaned into
let's just make zombie viruses all the time.
Yeah, I think
that'll work.
They leaned into it after a certain amount of time, but originally they weren't going out of their way to make, like...
Shouldn't there be a point where Umbrella shareholders are kind of like, all right, how is this making us any profit every time you destroy the world with your fucking zombie viruses, huh?
Yeah, I don't...
Like, in this last game, y'all created vampires and werewolves, and what the fuck are you doing?
Well, you know, I don't want to get too specific into it, but that was not an Umbrella creation.
Oh, okay.
In the events of 7 and 8 are not caused by Umbrella. They're caused by something else.
Isn't Umbrella didn't they start to get kind of brought in or mentioned in 7?
Yeah, so in Resident Evil 7, when Chris Redfield shows up, I wanted zombies. I said it 4 times. This apocalypse is horseshit. I agree. We could have gotten something at least kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, I'm with you, Bittersweet. But no, when Chris Redfield shows up in 7, he's with Umbrella, and it's like instead of red, it's like a blue logo, and Umbrella has basically become this like PMC that is like going and like trying to
reinformed. They've reformed.
Yeah, it's like an attempt to like reform themselves and kind of go and clean up the messes of the older company.
Oh, I see.
And like kind of change the image. But I think that ultimately that's probably a cover for just more sinister motivations. Because in 8 there is an implication that the BSAA from like 5 has now become like internally corrupt.
Oh shit!
And that like organization that was supposed to be like the group that Chris and Jill founded to like protect the world from bioterrorism is like maybe itself corrupted somehow. I wouldn't be surprised if they basically have Umbrella kind of be like Hydra in the Marvel movies, where Umbrella like went underground, and then the BSAA hired a bunch of old Umbrella scientists on the down low, and eventually the corporate interests took over this what was supposed to be this group for good or whatever, and so I just spoiled Resident Evil 9 coming out in a couple of years, I bet.
I think they're basically going for, like, you've had ginger beer before.
I have.
I think they're basically going for a ginger beer thing,
but it's unsuccessful. I love that you're forcing yourself to still drink that.
Hey man, for your stream, I will do fucking anything.
Anything, huh?
Well, let's not test that theory too much. I'm literally drinking it just to get...
It's only a spoil if it's not predictable. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I predict things that, like, I don't necessarily think they are predictable, but, like, I'm like, well, how would I write this to make it unpredictable? And then I say it, and then it ends up being what it is. It happens more often than...
Yeah, I mean, there are things that some, you know, filmmakers, we shall not name M. Night Shyamalan, but basically, who, you know...
I'm not paying up until he dumps that shit down the drain. Venison really wants to just destroy.
Thank you for your concern. But there will be plenty more horseshit flavors of Mountain Dew in the future. Maybe not excluding actual horseshit as a flavor.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, who knows? They get real creative over there.
That one you will have to pay me for, but
all right.
You know.
Like, what else could they even do at this point? Like,
of terrible Mountain Dew flavors?
Yeah, like, I just like, how do they keep coming up with more?
Shit and piss. They could start putting that in.
Well, they did the piss, right? That was the one that was talking about, right?
Yeah.
I've seen, like, a weird piss yellow Mountain Dew color just at the store.
Yeah, another thing that's gross about that Mountain Dew is, like, it's the exact same color as the mystery flavor Mountain Dew, like the voodoo flavor, if anybody's tried that. It's like their Halloween one, basically. They started doing that last year.
Why would you trust? I just don't understand why anybody trusts anything that is
get those green faces there.
In general, a mystery flavor.
Yeah, I mean, right.
Leave cock and bull alone. Mountain Dew. I mean, you know...
Yeah, don't you think mystery flavor would be the scariest flavor to try?
Yeah, I don't trust the people at Mountain Dew.
But that was actually one of...
I'm not going to tell you what this tastes like. Put it in your mouth.
That actually was one of their better, like, new flavors, I'll say.
The mystery flavor was?
It basically tastes like Skittles in a drink form.
Oh.
So... That's
not like the worst for sure.
Yeah, there are definitely worse things.
What about like the really awful soda flavors that we've run into that aren't even Mountain Dew?
Yeah, I mean, remember when Big Red Gum made that Big Red soda?
Yeah, I remember you looked suicidal after trying that.
That is a 1. That is or a 0 out of 10.
Yeah,
for
that's
a soda.
the worst one ever, right?
Oh god!
So, as far as
didn't you try a little bit of it?
I think I did. Yeah, I blocked it out of my memory though. I was at Disneyland.
I
was at Disneyland.
That was some bullshit. That Big Red.
We 90s kids learned our lessons the hard way with Bernie Rott's every flavor beans. Oh, I don't remember those.
Bernie Bott's from Harry Potter.
Oh, wait, is that what? Oh, okay, never mind. If that's what you were talking about, then I definitely remember those. Well, I remember, like the Ecto Cooler.
I never got to try that. I don't think.
It was more of an 80s thing.
Yeah. Prepare to die again.
I mean, if at first you don't succeed, die again. When Jelly Belly tried to... Oh, so it wasn't even the actual Harry Potter ones, but it was Jelly Belly trying to do the Harry Potter thing?
Yeah, I think that's...
That sounds pretty awful.
Well, I forgot. Did they actually
have earwax and, like, snot-flavored jelly beans?
Yeah, like, there were some flavor...
Like,
did they do some, like, earwax flavored...
Puke, too. There was a puke-flavored jelly bean. Why does anybody want to eat that?
I mean, I'm sure they weren't allowed to make it too close to the source material there, but...
It sounds hard. Yeah, no, it does, T-Bone.
Yeah.
It was... I remember just smelling one of the puke-flavored ones one time, and that made me gag by itself.
Really?
No, it actually smelled like vomit.
Oh, well, that's gross.
Yeah, it wasn't like they were just like, oh, haha, it's the puke jelly bean, but it actually tastes like this. No, I mean, at least it smelled like vomit. And they were well distinguished. Leave it for the imagination. Yeah, I don't wanna. No. Yeah, I'm glad that's not a thing anymore, right?
Because it was almost like playing Russian roulette, because I remember they'd include some like normal good flavors of jelly bean in there.
Right, so you didn't know.
So, you know.
Yeah, it was literally Russian roulette with jelly beans.
It's almost worse, because it's like if you knew it was just a bag of shitty flavored jelly beans, you'd be like, well, I'm just not going to buy that.
Right,
you know?
right.
Whereas it kind of tempts you in a weird way.
Like Satan in the garden with jelly. He's got the handful of jelly beans.
Satan.
He's like, come on, Eve. Come on.
Yeah.
Harry Potter's cult following. Where's the appeal? Yeah, I don't know, T-Bone. I don't know where the appeal is, other than, I guess, Bittersweet said the Harry Potter's cult following, but, like, I don't know. The people who are cultishly, like, fans of Harry Potter...
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, if you're a fanatic of a fan base, I think you're gonna try some shitty things sometimes just because you're a good fan, you know.
I mean, I'm willing to like play like 5 minutes of a shitty licensed video game because I liked the movie just to see how bad it is. But I'm not gonna put some shit in my body that I know I'm gonna hate.
I mean, yeah, for the most part, I agree with you there. But think about it, like I'm a huge Batman fan. And I've subjected myself to Batwoman, the TV series.
That's true.
I've subjected myself to Birds of Prey.
We did watch all of the Birds of Prey, or was it early 2000s or 90s?
Yeah.
When did that come out?
I've subjected myself to we've probably seen the worst Batman things and superhero in general.
We watched the worst superhero garbage that's ever been made.
Yeah. We haven't been able to stomach all of Howard the Duck yet, though.
You know, I did see the whole thing when I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched the whole movie recently enough.
Thank God you were dumb enough to not
to not
get what was going on.
Process it at the time. I love the Harley Quinn animated.
The Harley Quinn cartoon is great.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that show. I can't wait for the 3rd season.
Because the Harley Quinn cartoon
illustrates what's wrong with other adaptations.
Yeah, it's a parody in some ways of some DC stuff, but it actually gets a lot more DC stuff correct than actual serious DC stuff.
Yeah, even being a parody, it does a better job genuinely adapting the mythology than like.
And it's got balls
stuff.
And stakes.
Yeah,
like
when it
kills major villains like Scarecrow.
Yep.
Or Penguin, Mr. Freeze they've killed.
Yeah.
And those characters don't come back. Yeah. It's not like some Lazarus Pit magical resurrection thing.
Like in Titans.
Yeah, Titans has been.
Yeah, that's one of the more recent bad adaptations. They might have moments here and there, but
yeah, it's got some okay moments. But I still need to watch the season finale.
They made Scarecrow like a massive stoner.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna watch.
T-Bone is a massive comic book fan. She was getting all into obscure and specific comic runs and particular writers and stuff. So big comic fan.
Yeah, no, I mean Harley Quinn just does so much right by the characters, and I mean because
more right than the comics even sometimes.
I mean it's allowed to be. I mean it's has a mature rating as a TV series, and it's able to go to more mature places with the characters and be a little more real with them. You know. And
versus the first Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, where Harley Quinn is literally just a sex object in that first
and they just
Suicide
completely
Squad
ruined
movie.
her characterization.
Yeah.
Hey, Cheddar Babe Squad, how are you doing today, man? This is one of your favorite recent games? Hell yeah, this game's badass as hell.
Yep.
They did actually do pretty well on that. You just can't stand her voice. In the Harley Quinn show. I like her voice a lot. I mean, to each their own, but I like it.
I know a lot of people who are just generally annoyed by what Harley Quinn's voice sounds like.
Just all the time.
Yeah, I mean, she based it off a very specific kind of regional accent, and it's like...
Oh, and just any of them. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, fair enough, I get that. Well, see, the thing is, in the Harley Quinn cartoon, she doesn't have the accent really, but then
not super thick.
It comes out in like certain episodes where she's around her parents
Penny from
or stuff.
Big Bang. Yep.
Yeah, that is weird because I hate the Big Bang Theory.
what's her name, Kaylee Kuko or something like that?
Kaylee Kuko. Yeah, she sounds like one of the sisters from Emma Frost's school. The Cooper sisters.
Oh, yes.
That's what
right.
Kaylee Cooker. That's what she makes me think of when I hear that name.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, right. Always get those shiny vases when you can. Just extra cash.
But yeah, no, because I mean, I was gonna say Bittersweet. Harley doesn't really have the accent in that particular animated series.
Yeah.
It comes in here and there.
It's very toned down. I mean, I don't even feel like she. Well, at least in the first Suicide Squad movie, it was kind of here and there for me, that accent. I feel like in the newest...
It was inconsistent.
I feel like in the newest Suicide Squad...
It's definitely more present.
And Harley Quinn. I mean, the film, Birds of Prey film, she's basically is doing an East Coast accent. I mean, so it's like... Basically, it's just if you find East Coast accents annoying, I'm guessing you probably can't stomach much of Harley Quinn, but...
Yeah. I still say there will never be a voice quite like Arlene Sorkin to do it. Though.
I mean, that is the original. I mean, and some would say the most annoying.
Yeah, that's true.
Of that, you know.
Some people, yeah, no, for sure. It's a little forced high-pitched voice for the sake of appearing her earlier. Maybe it's because of that. Well, I feel like you might not be annoyed by the Harley Quinn series voice then, because it doesn't do the high-pitched thing as much.
Yeah.
Maybe you still would, but I feel like it tones it down a lot.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's really more character heavy, you know.
Yeah. Well, she feels it's the most like, hey, let's really give her a character arc and not just have her. I mean, you know, like it really takes her further. Because like they tried to do it in the comics too, where they really give her own thing. But I also
definitely save your summon for the big Hydra head.
Yeah. But I always felt like, even in the comics where they tried to set Harley Quinn on her own and give her own story, they often made her feel too much like Deadpool. Like they tried, they were trying a little too hard to make her like break the fourth wall.
Around which era of Harley Quinn?
Like some of the new 52 stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, some of that. Which, I mean, I know that's not a lot of people's favorite, you know, era in general, but
yeah,
I felt like with Harley Quinn, they really tried to kind of push her towards Deadpool. We love Margot Robbie, but hate her Harley Quinn.
I'm kind of I'm with you a little bit. Like, I think she's been better in the role in the last couple of movies, but
I hated her. I really didn't care for her in that first Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
But I also just hated that first Suicide Squad movie in general.
Overall, it was not well done.
But I liked her in the new one.
Yeah.
I liked her in the new one quite a bit.
And I honestly think she gets serviced pretty well in that Birds of Prey film.
That I still haven't actually seen.
And you know, when we talk about villains that are kind of Kane-like, I think Ewan McGregor's Black Mask is really good, really entertaining.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard people say a lot of good. Chris on Double Toasted also has said really good things about that movie too. I just have not gotten to it yet.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll check it out at some point though. I will.
I can't remember if it was R. No, I don't think it was R. But
it wasn't rated R.
Because, I mean, the newest Suicide Squad was rated R, and,
well, yeah, that one,
100%. Maybe Birds of Prey was but I don't think so, because I think with Harley Quinn being such an iconic girl character, I think they wanted to draw as much of the girl audience as they could.
Yeah, they wanted as much, like teenagers to go see it. I mean, that's how they make a lot of their money.
But despite that, I felt they also went to some kind of edgy, dark kind of gangster places, at least in Ewan McGregor's kind of character.
They went actually like all the way there with the crime.
Yeah, they went hard, as the kids say today, for a PG-13 film.
I love that you not even out of your 20s yet, and you already said.
I'm almost 30 now, man. I feel fucking old, dude.
Yeah, but you also sound you sound like the 45-year-old dude trying to talk to the kids.
Well, I felt old since I was 10, because even when I was 10,
that's true.
My dad was like 50.
Right, so you had that influence kind of just in general.
Actually, my dad is 72 now.
Right.
Which, granted, now that I'm almost 30, it doesn't seem that weird. But when I was a little kid, my dad had white hair, and he's had white hair since his 30s.
Right, well, yeah, he just got white hair like
really early on.
Which is kind of badass, honestly.
Yeah, kind of makes him like Dante from Devil May Cry or something, but... yeah, whenever my dad would pick me up from elementary school, all the other little kids would be like, "It's so nice of your grandfather to pick you up from school like that."
I can totally, yeah. Steve's got to work. Lurk. Hey, thanks for the lurk, Steve. Thanks for coming to hang out. Workers are always welcome.
Let's see. Yeah. We're doing well at keeping all our 4 lives in Elysium.
So far.
So, yeah. Well, I guess I haven't even played yet today, but...
Well, we'll just have you do two runs in a row then, since I did 2 runs in a row.
Okay.
You can maybe get more into it, too, by the second run.
Yeah, sure. Trial of the Gods. You're about to get fucked now, my man.
Let's see. Cast damages foes, resist damage. Damage foes around you, and briefly reflect.
That's pretty good.
What do you think?
I mean, that's going to do more damage overall.
Failing shot?
Yeah. I mean, it's an epic rank, too, so...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking I'd go with.
Alright. I don't know if we have any other people watching in the stream or chat right now than we did before, but I got this artificial gingerbread flavored Mountain Dew. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in a store in a long time. So I thought I'd drink it.
Your viewing pleasure.
And every week, or so, every time there's a new terrible flavor of Mountain Dew, or generally just a new flavor of Mountain Dew, I will try it on the stream for you guys.
Hopefully be suffering.
And review it, hopefully be suffering, and review it out of 10, so I can tell you guys what to steer clear of, you know.
I'm in the building.
I mean, I can just go back and start reviewing all the old flavors too.
That's true.
You know, and there are a ton.
Gingerbread Mountain Dew. Yeah, it's pretty bad, Cheddar.
It's terrible.
Bad.
It's got an actual it's got an actual shortbread aftertaste.
Yeah,
if you've ever wanted to drink shortbread in liquid form, soggy shortbread.
T-Bone asks, where would you rank this on Bad Mouth? You said near the bottom, right?
I gave it a 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. You say it's what, the second worst one?
Yeah, it's pretty
cornbread flavor. That'd be bad too. That'd be pretty bad.
Just bread flavors of I want pumpernickel.
Sourdough.
Oh yeah. Some brioche bread flavored. Dude.
Oh, we lost a Justify. Damn.
And to be good to myself, this was a new flavor of Pepsi that they had.
Oh, I wonder.
At so Speedway as well. This is black cherry flavor, so I think this is going to be pretty good.
God, I hope it's terrible.
Shut up.
This would be really funny if that sucked too.
Yeah, I just start throwing up on this one.
Live puke stream.
All right.
It's a little meat honey. Any damage. Baja Blast in original is where I draw the line.
Yep, I know. That's what I was saying at the beginning. I like Baja Blast. Original Throwback is good.
I like Throwback as I don't drink a lot of like soda in general.
Yeah.
So when I do, I usually look for stuff that is like the actual
real cane sugar.
Yeah, the real cane sugar. I don't like drinking pretty much anything with the hot fructose corn syrup in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little wrong. This drink is pretty much all high fructose corn syrup.
Cheddar likes Code Red, though?
Code Red, yeah.
I feel like that's like an old school gamer thing, too.
Yeah, no, I was thinking this black cherry was going to taste pretty good, but I think I might just prefer regular cherry, wild cherry Pepsi.
Is it garbage?
It's not garbage, you know, but it's, well, it's just, like you were saying, it feels like straight high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, you just kind of syrup sticking to your teeth. That's what I don't like.
It's not bad. This would be a good mixer with something with alcohol. This would be good.
But if like it was toned down a little bit by something else. Heading underground, some petting off for a few. I'll be back when I'm on the bridge. Hey, no worries, Cheddar. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. keep having a safe commute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty lame. I drink more tea, water, ginger ale if I'm feeling spent. I mean, I don't drink a lot of.
You cut out pop more.
Yeah, I mean, like I might have one every once in a while, but.
Because when we were kids,
you drink a lot.
When we were kids, sometimes we'd get like a 12-can box of soda, and it'd be gone after like a day.
Yeah, that was disgusting. Yeah, kids are gross.
Yeah. Back then, we liked it.
What's up, Don Snow? Hey, it's your first time in here. Thank you for coming and hanging out, Don Snow. Hope you're having an awesome day. And happy Tuesday to you.
He just got on the stream.
Yeah, Don Snow followed from another streamer last night called Geekdom.
Oh, sweet.
And yeah, so, actually was, I believe, our 149th follower.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, well, since we have somebody new on the stream now, I'm going to have to drink some of this ginger.
He secretly likes it. He just doesn't want to admit it. He's just like taking the opportunity to drink more.
It's time to drink this gingerbread cookie flavored Mountain Dew.
And I'm glad to catch you. So, yeah, I appreciate it, Don Snow. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. It's, seriously.
That's awful.
You just keep doing it to yourself.
Oh, God. Well, I'm going to get rid of it. I want it gone by the time I leave.
That's fair. But bittersweet, I said, she will pay if you just destroy it.
All right, I will keep sipping this.
Satisfaction.
What we streamers are, right? We're dancing monkeys, so we gotta dance.
Yeah, and your version of dancing is drinking horrible, horrible Mountain Dew. Bullshit.
Oh. It is 145% sugar.
Oh my god. That's horrifying. What's the maximum percentage that we're talking about then?
The black cherry one is 130%. What's that?
What's the maximum percentage that we're talking about? 130% of what? 200%? 1,000%? Like what is the... You chose the flavor.
Yeah.
That's true. And technically I chose it, and then he's just kind of got dragged along. So what is this game? I love this Diablo-esque stalker. Oh, it's a new timer, new first comer for Hades. This game is awesome. So it could also be called Fuck You Dad. Because that's
what we call it.
That's what we call this game, is Fuck You Dad. Because you are trying to escape, you are one of Hades' sons, and you're trying to escape from the underworld. But it's a roguelike game where every time you die, you go back to the very beginning. Mm-hmm. You do have some progress that carries over, some certain upgrades. And, ooh, there's some darkness.
Oh, you got 3 more keys. That's good.
Yeah, fuck you, exactly. Let's get the health.
Yeah, and you're trying to escape the underworld, basically, because...
You get all this help from, like, the Greek gods, giving you, like, bonuses and moves, so you, like, upgrade yourself.
So it's heavy into Greek mythology, so if you like that mythology, you know, you'll be into it.
Bright, colorful art style.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's a really cool game. I highly recommend this. It's honestly, I think, the best roguelike game. I honestly think this is the best of the genre.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite.
I mean, well, let me ask, have you played any others?
I've played Diablo.
Well, Diablo's not roguelike because you don't get sent back to the beginning when you die.
Oh,
it is
top down. It's top down. I've played a lot of top down games.
But have you played any other roguelike games?
Bastion a little bit.
I don't think that was a roguelike either.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, same developer. It is the same developer. But like Returnal is a roguelike.
Same with me, Don. So like I needed a replacement for. I mean, of course, God of War is still around, but you know, for the Greek mythology fix,
right.
Like I needed this game.
Yeah, no, it's so yeah. If you're like God of War and you like kind of top-down games like Diablo, I don't think there's any reason you wouldn't like this game.
No.
It's an incredibly satisfying gameplay loop. The upgrades are all good, and you feel powerful as you upgrade too. Like it's a real sense of progression. Like, what'd you say? Like once you've reached like a kind of a maximum power level, you in theory could beat this whole game in like 22 minutes. Like you could do the whole run of the game in like 20 minutes.
I'd be in the game definitely in around 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Maybe close to 30. I don't think I've ever done it less than 30 yet.
Okay. But still, like, to go from, like, the hours and hours that it might have taken you when you first start the game.
This game is so addictive when you first start playing it that you might start skipping sleep altogether for a couple nights just to play this game.
Forget your kids at school. It's not going to go well for the rest of your life.
If you've got a lot of responsibilities at the time, don't play Hades.
It's not a quick, let me just play one round and then put it down.
Start it on a Friday night and maybe play it through the whole weekend. I think that's a good recommendation.
Yeah. And if anything, we're always like, oh, I wish we had time to play more on our streams because we always have only like, we basically only do 2 runs each stream usually. Today we have a little more time. Today we have more time, but usually it's only 2. My wife would just love that. I mean, it's that's what I'm saying. Be careful.
It's also a great handheld game because I first played it on the Nintendo Switch. So if
that was its first console release. It was on Steam for a while.
Yeah,
like streaming pretty early. Yeah, well, usually we'd be doing Bloodborne right now, but Tim was not available today. At the normal time, so we kind of changed up our schedule.
Just started
Hades early. Yeah. Tim had to drive his wife to the clinic or something, appointment or something today. Which is fine. It was just a regularly scheduled thing, checkup or some shit like that.
But yeah, if you've got a Nintendo Switch, I would definitely recommend getting Hades on the Switch because it's awesome on the Switch, and then you can kind of play it on the go wherever you are and kind of squeeze in a few minutes at a time.
Just be careful not to like walk into traffic with it.
Yeah, right. But that way, if you do, obviously if you have kids or if you have a job, whatever.
Or like have to be anywhere ever and have any responsibility. It's funny because I love my Switch. But I've never used it on the go really, like almost ever. Like I'm just not an on the go gamer. I like to plop down and really sit in front of a bigger screen.
I mean, it's hard to be a on the go gamer at this age, I think, because most of the time if you're going somewhere, you're driving.
Right.
But
well, even if you're taking the bus somewhere, I would just be like, I don't trust people not to try and fucking snatch that out of my hand and run away with it while I'm on the bus.
Yeah, well, that's just why I wouldn't get on the bus personally, but bus or the light rail here.
Well, not everybody's got that choice.
Yeah. And oh shit.
Damn, these fucking arrows.
Yeah, they do a insane amount of damage.
I think this run is not going as well as the last one.
Oh well.
Hopefully we have enough or close to enough keys at the end of this run, though.
Yeah. Well, you already have about 24, right?
24. Yep. So we need 6 more.
So that's not that many. I could maybe get that many during my attempt.
All right, let's see.
Second to last boss fight here.
Anybody in the chat see that Morbius trailer today?
Really on that Morbius trailer? You must have loved that.
We didn't have anybody in when we talked about it last time. I figured we'd get some chat interaction on it.
For sure.
I was not like super impressed by it personally.
I liked it more than the Venom trailer.
But like rubbing up shit in my eyes would be better than the Venom trailers. So.
That's basically the equivalent of watching the Venom trailers.
Yeah. So it's not being better than the Venom trailer is not a high bar.
I mean, I like that he actually looks like Morbius from the comic.
Yep. And again, more than you can say for Venom. Like the character design actually kind of looks like the comic book.
And I like that they're just kind of doing a straight up monster movie.
Sure.
Which, you know, is probably how you should do it.
I don't like Jared Leto in general, though.
I do hate Jared Leto.
I think you know.
I think I might hate Jared Leto more than you.
Yeah, I think you do, but I also do not like him either.
Because that
you know, he has a cult, right?
Yeah, I know. Jared Leto took, like, I know you still really like Blade Runner 2049. Jared Leto.
It was the one thing about the movie I didn't like, though.
He took down the movie like a whole point for me.
I mean, I was just like, oh my god, shut up with whatever dumb bullshit you have. Like every time he was on screen.
It's just hard to like those characters. The villain in the first Venom movie was like this too. Those like
the ones with no personality.
Well, when whatever personality they have, they think they're these really pretentious philosophical billionaires. You know?
Yeah. You don't think Jared will redeem? I mean, I'm not going to say
Jared might be able to redeem himself if he's truly the god he believes himself to be. But you know,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm just not a fan of Jared Leto in real life. Like, I don't think he literally has a cult.
Well, that's why I thought they were making a joke out of. I thought they were saying that he's like a Jesus Christ figure that could redeem himself.
Maybe that just flew over my head.
That's what I was thinking. God, anyway.
Yeah, his band that does have like a legit cult on an island somewhere.
Was it 30 Seconds to Mars?
Yeah, 30 Seconds. Like there's like an actual like cult on an island, and like he like requires that they refer to him as their savior. Like and
he literally dresses like Jesus.
Yeah, he wears like white robes. Everyone else has to dress like him too.
Yeah,
like it's actually really fucking weird.
I wouldn't be surprised. If you
didn't know that about Jared Leto, now you know.
I wouldn't be surprised if he turns out to be like another Charles Manson or some shit.
I was thinking like an R. Kelly where he's like keeping people in the basement.
Oh yeah, that's possible too.
I mean, he's got a like an island with a cult on it. Like what are the odds there isn't something like that happening?
Yeah, ever since Epstein, I don't like hearing about these islands. I got to be honest. Yeah. I don't think people should be allowed to own islands personally.
Yeah, just don't let people own islands. Don't trust anyone that owns an island.
They do some pretty terrible shit on them.
Yeah. Don, so you did not see the Morbius trailer and Smells Like Pee? My mind has been so no way. I mean, Morbius I don't think will be anywhere close to the quality of No Way Home. I think No Way Home will at least be a movie that's
It does seem like it's setting up some No Way Home shit, though.
It might, yeah, because that's the thing is there's in the background of the trailer there is the Oscorp Tower.
Oh, now we should trade control.
Yes, yeah, now we'll trade. When you plug it back in.
Alrighty.
All right. And Michael's turn. But no, I mean, honestly, Doc, no, I don't think you're missing that much if you don't watch the Morbius trailer. More excited. Yeah, no, me too.
Yep.
I'm more excited for getting a hot, poker in my eye than I am Morbius.
Yeah.
But you are right that it seems like they might be setting up some of the No Way Home crossover stuff.
Yeah.
Because in the Morbius trailer, you can see the Oscorp Tower from the Andrew Garfield movies in the background, and on the wall there's a poster that is of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man costume, and also Michael Keaton as Vulture is just in the trailer. So like there's like an element from each of the different iterations of Spider-Man all included in that trailer, and I don't know what that means. Like the fact that it's like a piece of like each of the different series. So like I don't know. Are they just like, is this movie also incorporating multiverse elements, or supposedly it's going to set up the Holland symbiote suit for Secret Wars?
This is the first time we've talked to Orpheus about Eurydice, his wife, as well.
Why, truly, I knew Eurydice resided in your father's realm, but I had not anticipated you would cross her path. You're certain of this, then?
Do we think Far From Home is, or No Way Home is Tom's last MCU film?
I don't know. I don't
think so.
Yeah. I feel like they're going to do some, even if he's not in like the Young Avengers type stuff that they're setting up later, I do think he'd show up in some other kind of Avengers movie or...
so we know for a fact that Tom Holland is contracted for one other MCU movie other than No Way Home, for sure. Like he's literally, that was the contract they signed after Far From Home. The contract ran up, and they said
they're saying 2 to 3 more.
2 to 3 more. I mean, maybe they have, but the public. I mean, it's something that hasn't been like officially announced yet. But like the publicly available contract that they signed was 1 more Spider-Man movie and 1 more appearance in another MCU film. I think that's probably Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange is supposed to kind of follow Spider-Man up kind of directly.
Yeah.
Right. Also, just be about the multiverse. No, I do think that he probably will be in a bunch more movies, because I think they'll sign another contract, or they maybe have and they haven't announced it.
All right, here's that hottie, the goddess of night that we're talking to here.
And if you're into goth, if that's your thing, for sure.
I'm just into.
Yeah, no, I know. I know.
Try to censor me.
But no, I think if Tom was actually leaving the MCU, though, I think that they wouldn't have signed. I don't think that they would be setting up like the Venom crossover.
What was that?
If this was Tom Holland's last MCU film, I don't think they would have set up the Venom crossover at all.
Right.
They would have just ended it and then rebooted Spider-Man.
Unless their
again.
plan is to do a decent amount of Venom in the next Spider-Man movie, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I would be upset about that for sure, but
yeah.
Agent Venom is getting some traction from what I've read, but it won't follow the canon Flash Thompson.
That's too bad. I prefer the Flash Thompson as Agent Venom.
Yeah, if it's not Flash Thompson, then I don't really want to see it.
Yeah,
like if they're changing it up that much, then I don't really have any interest. I hate that Sony has any control, but I think that I think that the fact that the Sony produced Marvel films are taking place within the multiverse of the MCU, I think that was the deal. That was the deal they made.
What about the Flash also being Venom?
Is that the plot for the? Oh, you mean like the Flash show?
No, Flash Thompson is.
How you doing?
Oh, hey, listen. Yeah, no, Flash. Well, I don't know if I should reply to Ulysses in all seriousness, but Flash Thompson, the Spider-Man character.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Exactly.
Why am I even talking?
He knows exactly. But no,
wait, now that Ulysses, that you're here, there's this new flavor.
Don Snow, some people might be into that, but I do not want to see I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Andrew Garfield at all. I hate that version of Spider-Man. To the fans that did like it, I'm happy if you guys get something that you're into.
Can I do this?
Yeah.
Ulysses, Ulysses, there's this new gingerbread cookie flavored Mountain Dew. And I'm gonna drink it, as I've already drank it a few times now, and it's awful.
Tastes like you're right about that, Ulysses. You don't care to see it either, Don Snow. Like I think I could be cool with. That's me not paying.
That's the.
But in all seriousness, though, I do think that. Oh, hey, Melantra, how you doing? Welcome in. We got a ton of people in here today. This is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Very active chat. Thank you all for being here. I hope everybody's having a good time. Welcome. But no, seriously, I think Andrew Garfield has a chance to be good because he'll have better writers giving him material in this crossover. But the actual Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 movies, I really think that, I mean, those are barely better than, the second one is barely better than the first Venom anyway.
Yeah.
I know the second Venom you said was even worse, but
I did not enjoy it.
I hate that Sony has any control over any of the Marvel properties. Because I just don't trust Sony. I don't ever trust or like what Sony does with them. And again, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. If anybody is a big Venom fan, to each their own. But I cannot stand the Sony.
Yeah,
Venom.
well, I'm a big Venom fan, and I don't like. Well, I meant
movies. A fan
of the movies.
Yeah,
okay. I feel like you should be a fan of the character first before an adaptation. personally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people get exposed to things through different ways, and then they may not know any better because they don't know the other
any
version of the
better.
character. Well, I mean, yeah, I you know, a little bit. I did that.
You are blind, for your eyes cannot see.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Venom feels like the kind of comic book adaptation, like Catwoman and Howard the Duck.
Ignorance is bliss.
And well, for some that's true. But like Venom really feels like the just kind of awful like early 2000s.
Toby is the GOAT. I agree with that shit.
Yeah, Toby is still like probably my favorite. If nothing else, because in Spider-Man 2 is the only like Spider-Man movie, except for I think Into the Spider-Verse did this, but for the live-action Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man 2 is the only Spider-Man movie that shows just how fucking horrible your life is if you're Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse did
Spider-Man,
a good job too.
Yeah. Spider-Man 2 and Into the Spider-Verse are the two best Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I agree. So but like the MCU Spider-Man and Tom Holland Spider-Man, I like Tom Holland a lot, but like he doesn't have to deal with money problems.
No.
Right? That's one thing, right? Like he could call Pepper Potts up and go like, you know,
young actors are super horrible today. A lot of them.
To be honest, let's see, what was it? The Melantra said there. Oh, so John said, I don't know, I enjoy Hardy going back and forth with the symbiote. And hey, I'm not, you know, if you enjoy it, that's, you know, to each their own. I can't.
I mean, to be fair,
I don't like it at all.
Those Venom movies are more of comedies than they are.
Which is why I don't like them.
Well, I agree. I want a serious, actually well done, dramatic Venom story. But yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see, you know, Venom not treated as a Three Stooges character, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I do like Hardy. I want to see what he would do with Venom outside of... See, I just don't think Tom Hardy is good casting as Venom, to be completely honest. I just don't think he's that good a
Well, I think he could have been good as Eddie Brock, again, if they weren't doing a fucking comedic Eddie Brock.
I mean, yeah, I just, like, I don't know, like... I feel Tom Hardy, maybe Tom Hardy back when he played Bane, like he needs to put that muscle on again to me to play a convincing Eddie Brock. Like Eddie Brock needs to be massively muscular. Part of Eddie Brock's whole personality is that he's an addict, right?
Yeah.
And rather than get addicted to like drugs or you know anything like that,
he got addicted to working out.
He's addicted to bodybuilding, right? He's literally like an amateur bodybuilder.
But that also all has to include the fact that Peter Parker was in his life at all. And
Peter I mean, that all has to be part of it.
You're not going to have a good Venom story without Peter Parker or Spider-Man involved. I'm sorry, you're just not. At least not for the first story.
Well, and you say that you don't think you'll see a more ruthless side until the Holland crossover, but to me, I don't think they could do a ruthless side of the character at all, because so far he's had no ruthless side, and you would be like breaking continuity really bad if he all of a sudden was like kind of an anti-hero bad guy too.
Why?
And I just feel like he's...
They don't care about that shit.
Well,
they'll just change him up all of a sudden in that last whatever movie that is.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is like it's not. I don't think you can even just like taking him in a more ruthless direction all of a sudden will even work because they have played him as such a silly, goofy thing already. I mean, literally in the first Venom movie, Venom's dialogue at one point was, "You know, Eddie, on my planet, I was kind of a loser too."
Yeah,
like that's a quote. That's a quote.
that is you did word for word quote that shit.
I also think Peter also has to cost him something before he becomes Venom.
Yeah.
Right. And here's another thing about him going back and forth with the symbiote that bothers me is that every time the symbiote. God damn it, Ulysses.
What, Ulysses?
Just give Venom tits again. I mean, they did it in the first movie. They did.
I think did they do it another time in the second? Can't remember if Michelle Williams got possessed by Venom again or not.
Yeah. Well, either way, though, I just... Like the reason that it is called a symbiote is because of the symbiotic relationship between...
You got him started on his Venom tirade.
The Venom movies make me mad. But seriously, people, check out the short film Truth in Journalism. It's a fan-made Venom short film that gets That gets the character
no
right.
regard to Alex. That is.
You know,
true.
I don't think I hate the Venom movies as much as that. Even then.
Yeah, well, you're hating them a lot right now.
I think the Green Lantern movie I hate as much as Alex hates films.
But you're right. That short film where Ryan Quanten plays Eddie Brock is so good. That gets
the character
Venom
right. That's Eddie Brock. That's what that character is actually supposed to act like.
Because even he doesn't like totally get like the bodybuilder muscular thing so much, but he has the skeeviness of the character.
He has the skeeviness of the character, and then even if he's not actually as muscular as I would like, well, one, it's a fan film, so I'm I give it a little less I'm a little less harsh on it for that reason. But also, they show him working out. Right, like they show these guys come into the apartment with the documentary crew.
Oh, he did have the workout equipment,
and that's all he's got in his apartment. And they within the dialogue and the story, they convey to the audience that he has this working out addiction, even if the actor's physicality isn't quite where I'd like to see it. They still address that is an element of his personality and very much part of the character.
Yeah.
See, I actually disagree. I hate the Tom Hardy Venom so much that I will take Topher Grace.
He was talking mad shit about the other day. And
I'll take Topher Grace over Tom Hardy.
He's like, yep, Spider-Man 3 is my new favorite Spider-Man movie.
No, that is not what I said. I still think that Topher Grace was also a terrible Venom in Spider-Man 3 too. But I hate the Tom Hardy one so much, and how I think they've butchered that character, that even the Spider-Man 3 version to me is not quite as just awful as the Tom Hardy one. That's just me personally. Again, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind.
I'm just trying to fuel your fire, dude.
You're trying to piss me off now. you're trying to get me all worked up about it.
Ulysses, talk some shit about how much you like the Green Lantern
far away better than the Spider-Man 3 depiction. There's still meat on the bone. Give me Punisher versus Venom. Not if it's not Venom, though. I don't want to see it.
Ulysses, tell the chat how much Sage likes the Green Lantern movie.
Don't you fucking start with me on Green Lantern. I mean, here's the thing, Don Snow, is I dislike both. I really, really dislike both. But I genuinely think that, you know what? At least in Spider-Man 3.
Sage always puts the Green Lantern.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah, he does.
God damn it with the Green Lantern bullshit.
Dude, when Ryan Reynolds played Deadpool the first time, Sage said, that's such a betrayal.
No! I hate you. Anytime we walk out of a room, we come back. No!
He's terrible at that.
Would rather...
That's his addiction. That's his addiction is Green Lantern.
Make it sound like you're walking in on, me watching porn or something.
Basically, when you're jacking off every time.
Oh my god. Fuck that Green Lantern movie. What they started with and not having the ability to tell the canon story, it's good. I'm trying to cheat it with it.
Once we got him jacking off.
No, you fucking liars.
Yes, Ulysses.
You liars.
Tell that truth. Tell your truth, Ulysses.
But Don Snow, here's the thing. I'm not necessarily opposed to telling a standalone story. If you can't adapt the story exactly as it is from the comics, I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. I don't think the Venom movies, I don't think they're good as standalone stories either. I don't think they work as their own standalone stories, even if I do treat them as if I'm not basing them off the comics.
This narrative.
Yeah, fake news.
Sage is living
fake news.
Sage is living his truth. All right.
Oh no. Oh no. God damn it! Shut the fuck up. I hate the Green Lantern movie. Well, again, to each their own, though. I'm not trying to change anybody's opinion, though. But I really don't think that. You should have gotten that key.
What's that? Oh shit, I forgot.
It's whatever. Yeah. We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. But even as its own thing, I don't think the Venom story is a good story, even just completely on its own. I mean, what really?
Well, I think Venom starts working on his own once it is Agent Venom. I think.
Yeah. Even in the comics, I actually don't think the solo Venom stories are good, with the exception of the Flash Thompson Agent Venom. The Lethal Protector stuff from the 90s, I really did not think those were that great. Problems stem from a deviation of origin story. Well, I mean, okay. Let's say you make a Venom movie that's standalone. You can't tell the classic story, but you have to come up with something new. why is it their instinct to make Venom a chihuahua for 20 minutes? Why is it their instinct to have Eddie Brock make out with Venom? Why is it their instinct to have a licorice fight?
Because it's secret. It's the movies are about them in a relationship, Eddie Brock and Venom. That's really what they're about. The second one. Yeah. Which, granted, you could say that about Venom stuff altogether, but I mean in a romantic, basically,
right, like in an actual rom-com sense.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. I think the problem. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's. But like you could deviate from the origin story and I think tell an interesting Venom story, but I just don't think they did. I mean, like every Halle Berry. No, I don't actually.
every Halle Berry. How many are there?
Only one. The Fairweather fans need. I mean, yeah. Again, it's like if people don't know the comics, they don't know what to expect. And I mean, I get that it lands for some people. But even on its own, I don't know. I don't think it works. Also, what other Halle Berry superhero movies are there other than Catwoman? And you fucking liar. You better not say I like Catwoman, the Catwoman movie. No, fuck that.
Sage,
that is awful.
We know you don't like
X-Men,
Catwoman, but
I mean, some of the X-Men movies are good, but Halle Berry's definitely not one of the better parts.
I actually honestly completely forgot Halle Berry was in the X-Men movies. That's how much of an impact she made as Storm in those fucking movies.
The attention span for the non-hardcore base needs feeding in cinema. Well, but don't those people want to watch a good film?
I mean, if they don't know the comics? It would be my preference that they see the stories close to as they happen.
But even if they had to make up a totally new story, why not make it a good one?
Yeah.
You could make up a whole new story that's barely like the comic and but still have it be a good story. And they actively, I think, made one that was bad, but regardless of comparisons to the comics. MC humor is littered across the... Oh, I agree. Yeah, that definitely... The MCU definitely has that problem. Yeah. It doesn't always bother me in every place that it bothers other people, but there are definitely times when it can be an issue.
I do think they're too jokey, especially during, like, climaxes.
Yeah. No,
they were better at that in, like, Infinity War and Endgame. They kind of were like, all right.
They toned it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I totally agree with that. But like even then, I still feel like it is not. With the exception of Taskmaster, that's the one thing I think where Marvel Studios actually did butcher a character as badly as like Sony and Fox. But outside of that, I feel like the MCU it makes its mistakes, but like it's never on that level. It's never turning Galactus or Parallax into Cloud's level of like stupid changes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean
shut the fuck up, Ulysses.
Well, what do you say?
So Rich told me that he wished Catwoman and Green Lantern would do a crossover film. No one believes you.
Sage, I mean, I believe him.
You are also a fucking goddamn liar. You're also a liar.
I mean, Sage, are you telling me you wouldn't want to see Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern and Halle Berry's Catwoman make it out and have, in a movie and stuff?
Not really. Why would I want to see that?
Because you love them. I mean, oh, wait, what's this?
Michael was not there because that didn't happen.
Oh, yeah, we both walked in on you doing that. That's right. Just jogged my memory just now.
T-Bone and I like when BFG is and shit. Yeah, no, he spices it up. He spices it up.
Just like you
get. He lies all the time.
See how spicy Sage gets right now.
You might as well throw the duck tits from Howard the Duck in there, Ulysses.
So you're saying you'd be cool with that?
No!
But you just said you might as well throw him in.
Because he's lying! God damn it. Oh, hell.
Ah, that was cool. Back to dust, he said.
Awesome.
That's badass.
Well, I will not be party to your Howard the Duck perversion. Have you ever managed to stomach actually seeing that entire movie? Has anyone in the chat ever actually sat through all
the entirety of?
Because I have. I think I saw the whole thing once when I was like really, really little. But like as an adult, I have tried once or twice to watch that movie, and it made me sick to the point that I could not finish it.
It was repulsive.
It was repulsive. Literally.
Oh yeah, we stopped halfway through. Yeah, that actually did happen.
Cringed so hard that we couldn't continue the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there are those those awful superhero adaptations where it's just, or like comic book adaptations where it's like so bad that it's just like how, like I put Venom up there with that. Venom, Halle Berry Catwoman, Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, Shaquille O'Neal as Steel.
I'm Shaquille O'Neal.
That Steel movie, who was it that played Supergirl in the 80s?
Oh, I thought you were going to say who played Steel. Shaquille O'Neal.
No, I just said it too. But
who played Supergirl? Helen Slater.
Helen Slater is the Supergirl. That's awful too. That's a horrible movie. Jennifer Garner is
Captain America from 1990.
Oh yeah, like the TV movies. The first one came out in theaters. Oh, did that come out in theaters?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Wow.
That was a low bar for Marvel.
Yeah, it was. I thought that was a TV thing, but all right.
No, they've done several.
They've done
several TV.
Yeah.
No, the second Captain America movie was a made-for-TV movie.
Is that the one where Red Skull's Italian for some reason?
Wait. I think there's one in the 70s.
Oh, there's also one in the 70s.
In the TV movie, and he fights like surfers on a beach.
Yeah. He just fights a bunch of surfers. And I think Red Skull is Italian and maybe blue.
I don't think he's blue, but
I swear one of them is blue. It might not be that one, but I'm pretty sure in one of the various like shitty TV movies that they did, I think Red Skull is blue in one of them.
I mean, he's Jeff Peterson now. Red Skull is
that they should make an Avengers movie of all the really old shitty Marvel shows. Red Skull was not red, I remember that. So it was in one of them.
Oh, okay.
It was in one of them. But no, so like, yeah, do the 70s Captain America, then the 70s porn stash Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Remember that awful 70s
where
Doctor
it was like
Strange
more
movie?
King Arthur mythology than
it was almost all King Arthur mythology. It was like barely anything from Doctor Strange comics.
From the Orient.
And what's her name that just
Yeah.
died recently was Madame Xanadu. She was Mallory Archer and the mother in Arrested Development.
Actress.
Jessica Walters. Walters. Yeah, she was Madame Xanadu, right? And that movie, that was a weird fucking movie.
She was kind of fine if she's the one I'm thinking of back in the 70s.
She was very good looking woman.
Mm-hmm.
Very good looking woman. Yeah, what other shitty TV movie? I feel like they did
so
some,
much.
The Incredible Hulk was the only one that ever was worth a damn.
That was the only good thing Marvel had done for a while outside of comics.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Marvel used to have like the worst track record for every adaptation. It was like complete garbage.
Like DC far surpassed them in that for a long time.
Well, you had like your 70s Superman and your 80s Batman and some 90s Batman.
Everybody loved the 50s Superman show.
Yeah, there's the 50s Superman. But like, up until like the early Blade in the 90s was the first Marvel movie that like was really successful at all.
Oh yeah.
That was it. That was the first one. Marvel was going to go fucking bankrupt.
And then it was X-Men and Spider-Man and
more from that terrible that Fantastic Four cartoon's hilarious. The 1994 Fantastic Four animated series is goddamn hilarious. It is so bad. It is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Let's see. Ares is working out for me right now.
What are those little statues over there, Reed? Oh, Johnny, those are the enchanting porcelain pigs from the Age of Enlightenment. Don't you know that?
Maybe it shoved up this horse's ass. That was another famous animal statue moment.
Famous.
Well, for anybody that's seen Transformers 5.
Sorry. Oh, no, that's okay, Malacha. You're totally fine. I appreciate the lurk. No worries. You are absolutely fine. Nothing to apologize for. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'm walking in.
Let's see.
I love how it completely changed animation styles halfway through the stage shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Remember that episode with Daredevil where Daredevil would not stop making puns? Remember how angry that made you?
Did it make you?
Oh, yeah, you were pissed.
I do hate puns, so I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, Daredevil would not shut the fuck up in that episode.
Yeah, I do like. I mean, Daredevil should be kind of a chatty character, but he shouldn't be. He's above puns. Yeah, for God's sake.
Well, how about there was the episode where the animation got so.
I love puns. How do you hate them? I hate all of them, to be honest.
Yeah, there's every once in a while there's a pun that'll make me laugh, but it has to be like a really dark, fucked up pun.
If a pun is actually smart, but for the most part, people say shit to me at work. You know, when coworkers quote puns to you or whatever, and they'll say stuff that is barely puns. They'll be like, "Aren't you having a puntastic day today?" or whatever, and I'll be like, "Why don't you drive something through my skull right now so I can die?"
What do you call a fat fortune teller, Melantra?
Are they doing puns right now?
Yeah, Melantra's putting puns in the chat.
Oh, God.
Hey, we found a four-chin teller.
A what?
A four-chin teller.
Oh, I think you said a fortune teller.
A four-chin, right? Because it's a fat fortune teller.
Oh, my God.
Fortune, yeah.
I wish it had been a 4chan fortune teller.
Yeah, I think we found what annoys Michael the way gnomes annoy Alex is puns.
I don't know. That's actually really good. See, I'm sorry. I just have no appreciation for the art of puns.
Everybody make puns in the chat. Piss Michael off.
Oh my God.
His concentration.
It's pun time. Oh shit.
Aha! Now the true suffering begins.
This is worse than that gingerbread Mountain Dew.
I mean, I have a hard time believing that.
It depends on my mood, but sometimes I would rather drink garbage than listen to some puns.
And he means that literally.
Yep.
I think puns are, most of the time they're bad because most of the time they're lazy. And every once in a while, I do hear a pun I find legitimately clever that I genuinely will find funny, and usually it's the really dark humor ones. Melantra could be our Punisher when Michael is around.
See, that's exactly the kind of pun I fucking hate, Ulysses.
He knows, that's why he said it.
Yeah, damn it.
See, now Ulysses is gonna come in and do a bunch of puns whenever you're here now too, because he knows. Now he knows that's gonna be the thing.
Well, Ulysses, I know to just ignore, so that's okay.
I mean, I'll read them to you.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah. If you put them in there, I'll read them to Michael. So
Please
don't worry.
do this, Ulysses. You know, but we're friends,
Alex
man.
Sage, Michael, BFG, you're next. T-Bone, Ulysses hates ancient aliens. So if you want to do a bunch of research on ancient aliens, come back with some facts or some facts from that.
Hell yeah.
That'll be the thing
will
that
torment
frustrates him.
Yeah. Remember that episode of Ancient Aliens where Bigfoots were a species from another planet?
That's actually one of the funniest things I've ever heard on Ancient Aliens is an episode that claims that the Bigfoots not only are from another planet, but they are exiled because they're the sexual undesirables of their species. And so they had to go to another world to find people that would fuck them. And that was like their
There's something also about their like immigration was like fucking with them too, and
yeah, they're like sexually undesirable immigrants from an alien world. Oh, here we go. Well, how do you fix a pumpkin? With
is there a joke to this?
With a pumpkin patch. Yeah, fuck that show. It's the literal opposite of education. Yeah, Ancient Aliens is the opposite of education. I will 100% agree with that. I'm actually going to be right back. I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break.
Sage, you can't read their puns to me if you're taking a shit.
There are like 300 different theories about Bigfoot that all
I need to watch the show.
It's honestly...
It is. If you get high a lot while watching shit, it's a good time.
Yeah, T-Bone, if you just get like super stoned and then throw it on to laugh at it, it's actually pretty goddamn funny, I think.
Yeah.
There's one that claims that all of Marvel and DC are evidence of alien life, too.
Yeah. They also claim that there's like an alien civil war going on, and one of those factions of aliens were basically heaven, and they were given the prophets visions and performing miracles, and then the other gods were actually, all the other aliens were actually all the pagan gods. Sage can't hear your puns in the bathroom, thankfully. All right. All right. just bank puns right now for Sage to read them. Man. God damn you, Ulysses. Why do you encourage this kind of behavior? Let's see.
How I long to see you face to face. Until such time.
Yeah, where are these puns?
So you take care now.
Yeah, well that's because I'm okay in it for cheap humor sometimes. Let's see.
Alright, what did I miss?
I have punter's block. Thank God. They're trying to deliver on these puns to make me suffer.
Oh, kitty going away. I'll have the cat for a few seconds. A paragraph because he's not a full. Oh Jesus.
Predictable, my king. But you shall find
What did I see? Stream froze for a while. What show are we talking? Oh, it froze?
No.
Got the puns from the bathroom on Twitch. Just bank puns right now for Sage to read in a minute. Let's get the puns going.
That one hurt. See, that's what I'm talking about. That one hurt sentiment that you just had, that's how I feel every time I hear a pun. I'm sorry. I just can't appreciate the format.
Yeah, Michael will just, I don't think he'll ever be okay with puns. I literally just don't think it will ever happen.
Like, there have been a very...
It hurts you more than it hurts me.
Fuck you, Ulysses. Like, there have been a very sparse a few occasions where a couple puns have made me laugh, but it's not just that there was some other element of humor going on than just the pun, you know?
No, Melantra's saying puns are horrible.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
But what's worse than puns? Oh, there's about to make a puns. Dad puns. Oh. Yeah, more like dad jokes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer some dad jokes to puns because not even all dad jokes...
They're not really the same thing.
Yeah, not even all dad jokes are puns, so...
No, but aren't they all lazy? I mean, I don't know.
Yes, I mean, it depends on the joke, of course, every time.
Fair enough. Well, again, like I said, there are times when I might like a pun, but again, it's got to be more complicated than just sandwiching a word together.
I know, that's what the puns that just include pun in the punchline, like a punchline,
yeah,
those are the worst kind of puns, yeah.
Michael, what do you call two fruits?
Oh my God! Did you look up fucking puns while you were in the bathroom?
No, this is one that I just have always hated.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna force you to experience it.
God damn you!
But what do you call it when two fruits can't get married?
When two fruits can't get married,
yeah.
What?
They can't elope. See, yeah, I knew.
Shit.
I knew you'd have that face. Yep.
It's just terrible.
I agree. No, I wanted to not eat at the restaurant that I saw it at. When I saw it was on a menu at a restaurant, and I wanted to not give them my money for it.
What restaurant was this?
I don't remember. It was like in high school.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
What's a good name for Butterfree from Pokemon? What is? I don't know. Also, low fat.
Come on, Ulysses, can you just go to hell? God damn.
Yeah, Michael really didn't like that one.
Nice.
This has turned into the puncast.
That doesn't even work. Alright.
Yeah, well, you talked a whole bunch of shit about Green Lantern, so...
Yeah, that's because you deserve it.
You deserve this.
Fair enough.
Just like I'm sure tonight we will talk about gnomes when Alex is here.
That's a damn fact, yeah.
Also, hey, if anybody in the chat that's hanging out right now wants to come check us out later in the evening at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time.
You nailed it.
No, God damn it. You know that's not how that meant. No. Bad, Ulysses. Bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Why are you so insecure about that movie? Though?
I hate that movie. Please criticize it. But no, around 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, BFG, who's in the chat, and our other co-host Alex will be with me to do about a 3-hour stream for Deathloop tonight. So if anyone wants to come back later on.
When I gave Hades some health just now, he was like, That was
It's Pokemon's fan favorite place in France, Paris. Is that see? I don't get that one because I don't know enough about.
It involves level of knowledge about Pokemon
that I just don't have. Yeah, like that one just kind of flew over my head.
Sage is also heartless because he doesn't like Pokemon.
I don't dislike Pokemon. I just don't like it as much as other people.
I'm okay with Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm cool with Pokemon. I've liked some games even.
Yeah.
But I'm not a diehard fan, so.
Some of the video games I like better than any other media.
Well, that's also what it was originally.
Yeah.
That's how it started.
Right.
So. Yeah, for anyone curious, Sage does own a Green Lantern ring that doesn't fit on a figure.
Alright, I'm unfollowing.
Shut the fuck up, Ulysses.
I'm sorry. I mean, I do like Pokemon, if that will keep you subscribed, but...
No, I didn't say I disliked it. I just said I'm not in love with it. No, I mean, I like it, okay.
A key.
My favorite Pokemon things are the very, original, right? Like the first one. And then Colosseum on the GameCube.
Dude, Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Badass.
Mewtwo Strikes Back is one of the greatest revenge tales over Hamlet.
No, I know, but I also do genuinely like some Pokemon, though, for sure. I do, I really do. Just not the whole franchise necessarily.
I've always wanted them to make another a John Wick version of Mewtwo.
What Ulysses basically just said too. Mewtwo had murdered everyone in that movie.
That's why I've always wanted a John Wick Mewtwo where Mewtwo takes out Don Giovanni and all the Team Rocket gangsters that work for him.
Yeah, he's fucking blowing their heads off.
Yeah, with telekinesis and whatnot.
I think you could do some really cool dark Pokemon stuff. I've always thought Team Rocket should actually be the heroes.
Yeah.
Because everyone else that's got Pokemon, they're fucking.
They should be a bunch of nature kind of eco-terrorists. They're trying to stop the Pokemon trainers who are all poachers.
Yeah, they're all poachers.
By the way.
Yeah, they're all poachers, and they're making these animals fight each other against their will. Team Rocket are the good
fighting
guys.
rings and shit.
Well, they also take it really far, and they actually are eco-terrorists, and they're blowing up buildings to try and end the Pokemon fighting.
Right, that would be so awesome. I'm not even gonna lie.
Just make the Team Rocket basically just make them really hardcore animal rights activists that are blowing up buildings.
Yeah. Oh, why did I do that?
I don't know.
I did not want to activate that treasure trove. Oh well.
Well, you did it. We did recently just get a thing that means that treasure troves have more stuff in them. Oh shit! But it's the longer you take, the more it goes down. So the less darkness you get when you do beat it. The longer you take to beat it. I like the idea of Team Rocket as corrupt cops cracking down on animal fighting. Yeah, that's essentially what I would like to see.
Oh yeah.
Mewtwo is a fucking badass character.
Mewtwo is he's the only one of the very few characters that actually speaks human
right.
in English the whole time.
He's just got a genuinely cool story, there's an interesting psyche behind
there is.
Mewtwo. Whereas most Pokemon, they're cute, but they're not exactly interesting personalities.
You could actually get really deep and almost religious with Mewtwo stories because Mewtwo is also cloned from Mew, who they say is this divine Pokemon.
Jesus.
He's basically the Jesus Christ of Pokemon.
Yeah.
So to think Mewtwo being am I the spawn of Jesus?
Right. He's but then he's is Mewtwo the Antichrist?
Right.
Of the Pokemon world. Did Mew die on a cross?
Yeah, exactly.
Mew died for your Pokemon sins.
And he kind of does at the end of that first Pokemon movie.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
He performs miracles and heals them all and turns them back from stone and all.
Yeah, he turns stone to flesh.
Yeah.
That's a goddamn miracle if I ever heard. That's a Jesus miracle if I ever heard.
Oh yeah, it is. I think we just made the next few Pokemon movies.
I think that's a more interesting Pokemon movie than we're ever actually going to get.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't think they'll ever actually make anything genuinely dark like that. They're gonna keep it. They're gonna continue to be kids films.
It's always been kid friendly. So
yeah. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that either. I just think you can do something legitimately good
and
with
badass.
a dark Pokemon.
Yeah,
I think that's like absolutely in the realm of possibility.
So we actually like Pokemon a lot because we like the potential it has.
Yeah, I like the potential of it more than that I like the execution of it as it exists. Yeah. If that makes sense.
I'm just gonna stick by. I like it a lot, especially all the cool shit I come up with.
Right, that's not actually from the franchise. Are you a Hitmonlee, baby? Because
I do like Hitmonlee. That one's all right. I actually get that one, so I like that one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Hey, we got him to say you like the pun.
That one, I like the Hitmonlee one. Because I know who the fuck Hitmonlee is. I get it.
You know who it is. And you disliked a lot of other puns about things we broke.
Shush. I was broken with the second that Mountain Dew touched my tongue.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not having a good day.
Let's see. That's alright.
Hi, Gravy. Good kitty cat. Hi. Oh, we might have a cat coming in the view. Cats get views, right? You just put in my stream description that there might be cats. She's not screaming to get away. This is good. So like the first 10 minutes of my Back for Blood stream the other night was just me pointing the camera at the cats wrestling with each other. Because they were getting super into it.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Gravy. Did you say hello to the people? Say hello to everybody. It's a kitty. She's like, I have literally no interest in the direction you're pointing me. She's like, please just put me down and end my torment. All right, you can go.
That's what all cats say, pretty much, though.
Yeah. Nutmeg likes being picked up and held, actually.
Oh, sure.
Well, see, and then you come right back up. She likes to come lay on you. It's just that if you pick her up and put her there, then she is against it.
Right.
She likes to cuddle. She's just it has to be on her terms.
Right, exactly. Right? Well, that's fair.
It's got to be on the cat's terms.
Yeah.
Cuddles. Those are the only cat I've ever known that really loves belly rubs. Like for extended periods of time too. Like it doesn't just let you do it for a second and then kick at you. Nice, you almost got the bull. Nice.
I like it. Defeat it.
Why is Meowth the only talking Pokemon again?
No, I mean Mewtwo did, but that was telepathically, to be fair.
Well, Mewtwo was like a weird clone and kind of
genetically engineered. That's true. Yeah, I mean Meowth.
I think didn't it just
Meowth learned.
To be fair, that was also in the show, not in the game. So if you're a video game purist and you're not a fan of the TV series, then I don't know.
There was an episode in the original Pokemon cartoon that kind of explained why Meowth could talk, but it didn't really make. But basically, he was a street smart cat. He was a cat that learned smarts from the streets.
Was he a Jellicle cat, perhaps?
Fuck you, no, hell no, he wasn't. And Meowth is a way more badass charactered cat than any of those cats in Cats.
But was he not Jellicle in any way?
No.
But out of a capacity to be Jellicle, he was at 0%. 0% Jellicle.
Yeah.
I mean, the implication, yes, right? The implication would be yes, but then no other.
I thought the implication of that episode was that he just, because he was street savvy, he could smart. I mean, he could talk.
There is a montage of Meowth slowly learning to speak by watching humans do vents and shit.
Was it?
For like months on end.
See, well, all the other Pokemon just say their names like that too.
Right.
You know.
But that's a, I don't know, that's just an interesting question, I guess. Is like, or was Meowth just like abnormally intelligent?
Well, in the same way that you could then say Scooby-Doo is intelligent because Scooby-Doo is like friggin' mentally challenged, but he also, you know, he can talk, so that takes a great amount of intelligence for an animal.
Right.
But, you know, he's also Scooby-Doo, and
Scooby-Doo's not exactly intelligent.
Yeah. And Meowth is kind of that same way. I feel like Meowth is just a cat. I think they were just watching Scooby-Doo, and they were like, why not have our cat talk instead of the dog, you know?
Yeah, they just ripped off Scooby-Doo for that.
That could be the case.
Kind of terrifying if Pokemon are safe yet and they're kept as slaves. Yeah, no, and that's there you go.
Scary
that's
too.
why we keep saying you got to get these dark Pokemon movies out.
That's right.
You know, fucking R-rated, gory. No, I'm kidding.
Sexual.
No, I don't know about sexual. I don't want to see that.
I just threw that out there to make you uncomfortable.
We got another bot. Ulysses, if you want to become famous by followers and viewers on bigfollows.com. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
You get bots on here and shit?
Here and there. Yeah, here and there. They pop up. Ulysses is usually here to block them for us, though.
Awesome. Blinding Flash. That's not... I can...
Yeah, I don't want to go buy followers from... how stupid is that?
Buy followers.
We'll go buy followers from a scam website online. Ooh, a talking moose wants my credit card number. Why not? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Try harder than that.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to scam me. Like, put some effort into it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could make an algorithm to ban any post mentioning big follows. Yeah, it's like trying to sell me like big penis bills.
Would you pay those bills?
Bills.
What'd you say? Big penis.
Bills.
Oh, okay. Would you take those bills?
No, I would not.
First I thought you said bills. I was like, would you pay those bills?
What does big penis bills mean?
It's like the bills you're getting for all the porn you're watching about big penis porn. So then, if you pay those bills, it would be your porn.
Oh, okay. So like what? Like the pay-per-view ones at the like hotels and shit.
Yeah. Would you pay those bills?
No. I mean, I wouldn't rent the shit in the first place. There's just a friend named Big Penis Bill. What?
Big Penis
No, I don't.
You do, Sage?
No. I don't know. Who is that? Who is that?
That must have been happening when you were jerking off to Green Lantern or what? I'm sorry, Sage. This was too good a joke that Ulysses made.
I know.
Let's see. Big Penis Bill.
What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. That's gibberish. Those words don't mean anything.
Can you imagine some trucker dude be like, my name's Big Penis Bill? The fuck?
My name's Bill and I like big penises. And I'm a trucker.
I mean, it fits in a way, you know.
I was looking for those lot lizards.
Those what?
Lot lizards.
Yeah, right, lot lizards.
You gotta get that lot lizards.
Now, why doesn't it have the same connotation with lounge lizard?
Because the lounge lizard is like a beer, I'm pretty sure.
No, like a lounge lizard person, like a person who just lounges around, you know, lounge and shit. I mean,
right.
It doesn't have the same.
As a lot lizard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the difference is in the word lounge and lot. Because one implies that you lounge around, and the other implies that you're in a lot, waiting to get picked up.
So there's nothing wholesome you could be doing in a parking lot.
I mean,
well, I guess not really.
What wholesome thing are you going to a parking lot to do?
Things.
Because that's not what wholesome means. So.
It was under the impression it was.
That wholesome things mean things that have a lot of holes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like Swiss cheese.
That at least they had some holes.
Some holes.
Oh.
You fucking Swiss cheese. Didn't say no.
I don't know. I'm just kind of doing the boss fight now. Let's see.
Still not in denial.
Is it a what?
No, I seriously don't know what it is that you would be going to a parking lot. Can you be both? I mean, I don't know. I guess you'd be a lazy. I mean, I guess a lazy prostitute in a parking lot. But how do you?
A lazy.
I just I don't know how you how do you combine those things in any other way? Like what else could you get out of that?
I just liked the innocent connotation of some friend you had named Big Penis Bill. Or Big Penis, yeah.
If his name has penis in it, is it really that wholesome or innocent?
I mean, I'm sure Ulysses can find some way to spin it.
No.
Let's see. Probably go for more health here.
Plus, you could buy another health. Right,
oh yeah, that's right.
Too. Get 2 more, and that would feel like maybe a decent advantage going in. See Sage with a friend like that. You can see me with a friend named Big Penis Bill.
I agree. I could also see Sage with that friend.
God damn. What must people think of me?
That you got friends like Big Penis Bill.
Who would that be? What is that person's job? What do they do? I don't understand what this person is. What is their function?
I think it's rather unwholesome of you to assume that they must have some job associated with their name. You know, that could just they might
job. He plows.
Yeah.
God damn it!
See, that was good. I like that.
No, that was good. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I'll save that. Well, we got an hour left of this stream.
Yeah, we do. Hey, that's a long stream for us.
Yeah, it is.
For
Hades. We got a long one in.
Sage is always giving him other jobs too. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
You're not even gonna have to edit anything out of context to make me look horrible. I just mean I could see you as a non-judgmental and open-minded person. Well, I'm very
He was being very wholesome just now, Ulysses, when he said that.
No, he was not. I'll have you know I'm very judgmental and close-minded. No, I'm just kidding. I would say you could buy one at least.
I swear I heard a fishing spot somewhere around here. Where's the coolest fishing spot? Oh, I swear I heard a fishing. God damn. Sometimes there's one like around here or down here. No, never mind. All right. Let's see. Aphrodite or Poseidon here?
Or pomegranate.
Yeah.
Beef up one here with the ones you already have. I mean, that's fair.
My preference is like whole cloth new boons over, just upgrades to them. But
I would say Aphrodite because she's got the super strong stuff.
That's true. She's got
the real strong stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You don't like dick cheese, just that makes you lactose. Oh my god.
Jesus.
God damn. See, I wouldn't even make that joke.
We know Juan wouldn't be.
That's true. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I just hope to never have. I just hope that no one ever has to answer that.
All right, I'm trying to think of what we haven't talked about yet at this point.
There's
always stuff to talk about.
Yeah, there's always some new shit happening. Man, did you see that dude in Japan stabbed like 10 people on the train and then lit the train on fire and he was dressed as the Joker?
Oh yeah, you guys said in the group chat.
Yeah. Not on the stream, we haven't talked about it at all.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was crazy. Did anybody see that? That was like the second fucking attempt at like a mass killing by someone dressed up as the Joker.
Well, and it was not funny, but like when you first told me about it, I'm like, that sounds like some Joker shit to do. And then Alex was like, he was dressed like the Joker.
And you thought he was kidding, but then he actually was.
Weird.
Yeah. No, that was fucking crazy. I mean, that's not particularly funny, but like there's just a crazy thing second time that shit's happened.
Well, it's sad, really, that in reality that, like, life is more like Batman Beyond than it is like Batman, because in Batman Beyond, all the young people start following the cult of the Joker instead of being inspired by Batman, you know.
I mean, it's just sad how much, like, fiction reality often is in general.
Yeah.
Like the worst things in fiction.
Oh yeah, big time.
Always something that's coming true. Let's see. Let me pull up some gaming news, or just the news in general.
Well, I mean, you know, we can still talk a little bit about what we did on Halloween and stuff, and
we haven't really gotten into
stuff
that.
We watched or what. Like I said, I finished watching old. At least in Batman Beyond, they have flying cars. Yeah,
where's my fucking flying car?
Well, I saw most of Halloween sequel I had never seen before on TV, Halloween Resurrection.
And which one? Which number did?
So that was basically the last one they did before the Rob Zombie movies.
Oh, okay.
And it was the one after H2O.
Oh, okay.
And damage is weak. Bonus damage. Yeah. Let's see. And it's the one where Busta Rhymes fights Michael Myers.
I do enjoy that. I do like that.
That is what that movie is most famous for.
A moment's rest. If I were a saint,
Yeah, I still can't believe I haven't found the Satyr sack yet. But yeah, so I mean that's not the best. That's not one of the best Halloween movies, but.
Well, we talked about it a little bit already, but Midnight Mass, you finished.
Yeah, I finished.
That was excellent. I recommend that to everybody.
Yeah, on Netflix.
Big Dick Bill has a satyr sack for you.
Shush. Let's see, definitely get some health. But Halloween Resurrection has one good scene in it, in the whole movie.
Yeah, is it the Busta Rhymes fight?
Well, yeah, for entertainment sake, I do like the Busta Rhymes fight. But there's like a kind of cool scene at the beginning where at the mental hospital that Michael's been kept at in this series or incarnation of movies.
T-Bone clutches pearls at you.
There's some psycho who is basically a fanatic of all the serial killers. He's a fanboy.
Oh.
And so he wears.
They kind of do that with the Doctor in the new one, in the first of the new ones too.
But he was specifically just about. But this character is a cool way to introduce Michael Myers because he basically groups Michael Myers together with killers like John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, Ulysses asked if it was as good as Jason X. I don't think so.
No, Jason X is one of the best unintentional comedies
of all time. Jason hates premarital sex.
I mean, Jason X is almost leaning into how stupid it is.
It almost feels like it's as ridiculous and kind of funny as it is on purpose.
Like, I definitely do think it had some comedic intentions at heart when it started.
Yeah.
And the kills at that point are just so ridiculous and unemotional that it's like you can't do anything else but laugh at these kills, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, they make puns.
Yeah.
Like the human characters see their friends die and then make puns themselves about the deaths that they saw.
I know that's like when they're getting killed in the sleeping bags or whatever. You know?
Well, there's the one scene where like the one dude gets impaled on like a giant drill, and when the other characters like come find the body, they look over and they're like, "Oh God, what happened to him?" And one of the characters goes, "He got screwed." It's like
was that your friend or not?
Yeah, it's like, did you give a shit about this human life, like, at all, or?
Apparently not.
Not even a little bit, according to the reaction there. Jason X is my favorite Friday the 13th film, actually.
I mean, I really, as far as the the
actually good one.
Yeah.
But Jason X is by far the most entertaining, I think.
Yeah, I enjoy the Jason where he has like a lightning machete and fights a girl with pyrokinetic powers.
Which one is that?
That's like 7 or something.
Is that Jason Takes Manhattan?
No, it's either before or after Jason Takes Manhattan.
Okay. God damn, there's so many of those movies. You know there's 10
Jason Takes Manhattan is not that good. What's that?
You know there's 10 Hellraiser movies?
Really?
10 of them.
See, I don't think there'd be a lot to that many.
Yeah, I've seen two. I've seen 2 recently. Oh yeah, and Jason Goes to Hell. He turns into a parasite.
That might be the worst, Jason.
Yeah, would you say that's the worst of all of them?
I mean, that's one of my less favorite horror slasher franchises is the Friday.
But what about Jason Goes to Hell, where he becomes the parasitic worm?
Oh, that's a bad one.
Yeah, but like out of all, like comparing to other Friday the 13th movies, do you think that's like the worst Jason movie?
To which ones?
To the other Friday the 13th movies.
Oh yeah, it's one of the worst. Yeah,
specifically Jason Goes to Hell compared to the other Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it's maybe the worst.
Interesting. That description sounds more like Jason in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Oh, with the lightning machete?
Yeah, you'd think so. But that really is in one of those movies.
Well, in Jason Takes Manhattan, there's another part where
He's got to compete with the Muppets for Manhattan.
Right. That's funny. But in Jason Takes Manhattan, God is like giving Jason superpowers.
Yeah, that's true.
a big lightning bolt from the sky resurrects him.
Yeah, it's like God just brings Jason back. I'm like, God really just has a grudge against the human race at this point.
And then at the end of the movie, like when he's like failing to kill the person at the end there, God's like, "You've disappointed me, Jason," and strikes him with another lightning bolt that turns him into like his child form, like Kid Boo or something.
Kid Jason. Well, like God's like, "You're not killing enough people. Let me up the stakes.
You're not beating my record, bitch.
You're not beating my record. I'm the ultimate killer."
Unhealthy fixation. Ooh.
Legendary. Your weak effects also have 15% chance to charm foes.
Oh, cool. All right.
That's awesome.
Well, I came in with... Oh, I even unlocked one of the prophecies.
Nice.
All right.
Well, we definitely ain't gotten that one before, that legendary one. I don't think we'd ever gotten a legendary one before at all.
A legendary boon, no.
Yeah, that was the first time.
Yeah, the legendary boon of, for Athena is the divine protection one.
Oh, yeah. It's looking like it could be a good run.
I'm hoping so.
Well, you know,
I'm only down 1 life. So.
At the end of my last run before you started, I did upgrade another thing in the Mirror Knight that increased the rarity of boons.
Oh, cool.
By like a shitload.
Oh, sweet.
So that might be part of why you got one this time.
Yeah, that particular one increases the probability of rare boons being unlocked, and then once we unlock 2 more talents in the mirror, 1 increases the amount of chance of you getting epic boons.
Okay.
And one might even be heroic, I think, is the one between legend.
Oh,
it's something like that. I don't know.
That can't possibly be true. What about Orpheus, Theseus, Heracles, Odysseus? Countless tales of brave men delving into the underworld, then leaving whence they came.
They left on my authority alone. Nor did they take for granted my good graces.
That's true. He was going to allow Orpheus to walk from the underworld.
Right.
And your responsibilities. But I am here to tell you.
No. Was there any Halloween stuff that you like wanted to get to but didn't get a chance to get to?
Oh, I mean, I was glad mostly to finish Midnight Mass. That's what. That was probably the best thing I watched this Halloween.
I was really hoping to see Last Night in Soho.
I really want to see that. Yeah, that looks awesome. I don't think Anya Taylor-Joy has ever looked better than in that movie. Let's see.
Good-looking lady.
Yeah.
Good-looking lady.
Well, just especially in 60s.
I still haven't watched Dune, actually.
Yeah. Did you say we might watch Dune?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
We talked about trying to do that together. I still haven't had the chance to, but I've heard very good things from pretty much everyone. The only big criticism I've heard of Dune is that it feels like a little incomplete because of where it cuts off and then have a part 2. It just doesn't feel like it has a good the biggest criticism is that it just doesn't have like a great kind of midway stopping point, so it feels like half a movie rather than a complete part 1. You know?
Right.
That's what Corbin said anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Chris didn't like Dune. Interesting. I did not hear his review for that for it at all.
I watched the double. Well, I watched what he said on Double Toasted. Or no, that wasn't Chris.
So because Chris probably did Dune on his own channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear Chris's.
Although I thought I did hear Chris review. I don't know.
T-Bone, do you know what Chris gave it on the Double Toasted rating scale?
I don't appreciate this, Brother Poseidon.
Because I really like the book, dude,
shit.
and I'm hoping for an I've been wishing for an adaptation of it that like is actually good for a very long time. I mean, that's like the only book that is like has as complicated like appendices as
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. In fact, I think Dune has more.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even Lord of the Rings, I think is simpler compared to Dune.
Yeah.
Just like world building and mythology wise.
Because they had Carlos on the review, and
oh, Carlos was on the review for that.
Yeah, but he had only Corey saw it on the Double Toasted review.
Oh, okay. Was Carlos a book reader? Is that why he was there? Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Because he kept asking about what parts the movie had gotten to.
Sure.
And
well, I imagine they cut out a lot of the smaller world-building moments because, like, you have to. I mean.
Well, from the way Carlos talked about it, sounded like they didn't even get the entirety of that novel into this first movie.
No, it's only half the novel.
Right. So they have to do the second movie in order.
They did greenlight it, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, but yeah, to even tell like one complete. Well, that was Corbett's criticism of it was that he said he liked it, but that it felt like he only had half a movie.
Right.
It didn't have like a proper conclusive like end point. Was his big thing.
All right, I'm doing pretty good this time.
Yeah, you might be able to pull this off, dude.
Let's see. Oh shit, not with the lasers though.
Remember the one for Mystery, and the comment I remember the most was Zendaya wasn't there much, but they used her heavily in promotion. Yeah, that's, I mean, I haven't read the book in a while, but if I'm remembering right, she is a much bigger part of the second half. So since that second movie did get greenlit and is happening, Zendaya would like take on a much more significant role within the second half.
All right, 2 of my health bars against half of Hades.
All right, let's see.
Oh, I can't get that skull.
Well, like, it's interesting because I think a lot of the things that make Dune truly interesting are in the second half, right? I mean, it's almost like they made a movie just based on the setup and not on the payoff.
You're right.
Right, like it's like they adapted the setup of a story without adapting the payoff of a story. So it's kind of a nice. Hell yeah, dude! You get 2 runs because I took 2 runs. So.
I would, but since it will maybe be 5 by the time I get.
Pass it off to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Or we could end early. That is, we could also do that. But it's up to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you, man. You can take another run, and I can just take over near the end, or we could just end a little early.
I wasn't looking forward to drinking more of that hideous Mountain Dew, though.
On the stream.
Yeah.
We'll pour it out. Do you pour it out for the end? Or?
Yeah, no. If it's not done by the time of the stream, we'll definitely be pouring it out. Yeah.
You hear that bittersweet? If you're still there, we're gonna pour the rest of the drink out at the end of the stream.
All right, let's get in a little plot
story.
here.
Yeah. What information has Persephone got for us? Now, you don't have to say anything specific, but does the outside world or the human world ever look different?
No, I mean this is about the most you see of it.
But like even this little part, it's never it's never a different season, or it's never like.
No, well, I don't know if they've quite gotten into the family drama yet of why it's. I mean, well, from the myth.
Right.
That Demeter made it winter, basically.
Right.
Or
I guess not even. I guess I don't even mean season, but like just like that like time has clearly passed. Like significant amounts of time have passed.
I don't know if you ever quite get that implication. Oh, Gerald.
I discovered how come Father led you to believe that I could not survive past birth. He didn't lie to you exactly. So
that's what liars say.
Yeah. Sure.
What do you mean? He told me you would not survive your birth, yet here you are. How
I mean,
wasn't that a lie?
wasn't he stillborn though?
Because he thought it was the truth. The fates appointed him dominion over the entire underworld, but he would never have an heir, so he was...
Oh, the fates told him.
Goddamn fates always ruining shit.
They fuck shit, a lot of shit up.
Yeah, the fates are bitches.
I never expected you to survive. Then, forgive my asking, but why did you? How did you? The fates are not...
Till Kratos rips their heads off.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gotta be one of the most satisfying, like,
Saved my life.
boss fight, or like boss ends.
In your absence.
Yeah.
The fates of her daughters, right? Maybe she persuaded...
I mean, it's such a cool concept of Kratos going off script like that.
Apparently it took her quite a while to revive me.
I think they're gonna bring in some time travel elements into the next game.
Some bending of, of history.
In the first,
Yeah.
or in the fourth God of War, there's that moment where
My stillborn son to life and nurtured him,
they're like,
and I never would have known
somebody
unless
blows
that
the horn to
child
summon
fully
Jormungandr
grown, having learned
when they're like
the
inside of
father's
Tyr's
fault
temple.
found me here.
And I think a lot of speculation is that was an older version of the son.
Right.
So like there's some time travel-y something maybe.
If you had
Maybe, I don't know.
when I was born and very much alive, would you have come back?
Would I have come back to see my only child?
But now that she knows he's down there, she hasn't tried to come back since she found out. So that's
I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm just pointing out that's a logic flaw there. I mean, there might be something more to it, but like, without context of another story element, that seems like a...
I mean, yeah, but like, to be fair, it was only at just this point the idea was even raised to her. He's like, would you ever want to come down and see me, Right. So she might have,
What if you didn't want
not...
me coming back to him? Or seeing me? Oh no, you're fading again, Zagreus. You've pushed yourself too hard. But what is it you meant by what you said?
And dead.
Of mine.
Hey, 420 Blazer.
Right. Yeah. If only we could celebrate for
I'll
that
be
properly.
back. Right? Someday.
No.
Someday we'll get the full legalization.
Yep.
Someday.
It'll happen. Should I get to the...
Yeah, we'll at least get to that point. Yeah, maybe, you know what, maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll call it a stream at the... we'll do our story stuff, we'll get through the House of Hades, see if we could get any more upgrades before we stop, but then I think we'll end the stream there.
Alright. Well, I mean, we got a lot done today.
We got a lot of progress done. We got a ton of people in the chat. Rabid Manatees, thank you again for the follow. We met our end of year follower goal last night at 150. So Rabid Manatees, you are 151. And well, we still got a couple months left of the year, so we're gonna push for 200.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and see if we can make 200 happen before the year is over.
That'd be awesome.
But hey, thanks for being here, T-Bone. Thank you as always. You are like, I swear, our most dedicated viewer, I think. But seriously, yeah, thank you everybody that's been hanging out. Ulysses, thanks for dealing with the bot earlier and keeping
thanks for making all those jokes at Sage's expense.
And thanks for making puns at Michael's expense. Fuck you, I can do that too. But yeah, we'll find somebody to raid in a moment here. But also, hey, if anybody does want to come hang out with us a little more today, we will be streaming Deathloop with Alex and Ulysses from 6:30 to 9:30 Central Standard Time tonight. So come back in just about 2 hours and 8 minutes, and we will be going live for we'll be doing Deathloop. Yep, we were doing Deathloop before October. We took a break from it to do horror games each Tuesday. And now that Outlast is all wrapped up and we're into November, we're back to Deathloop. We also took a break from playing Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic to play Deathloop. So we also got to finish Deathloop 2 so we can get back to playing KOTOR. So KOTOR is like really far on the back burner at this point, and that's what we're kind of trying to like also work our way back to eventually.
Right. Let's see.
Another key.
I should.
Here you go.
28.
The gemstones.
There we go.
Yay! Nice. Okay, cool.
Oh wait, actually, did
The
you have any
gemstones,
Titan
righteous
blood?
gemstones.
I shouldn't. Nah. Oh wait, no, I could.
You're trying to fleece me here.
Yeah, what not? Titan blood is pretty useful in this game.
Yeah, that's like really, that unlocks like the better weapon forms. Right? Yeah.
It was only a matter of time, I
Oh,
suppose.
3 Titan bloods with that.
Was this like
Nice.
the best you have, Father?
Okay.
Cool.
And get these last 2 talents.
Are those the last ones?
Let's see
Yep.
the last of
Oh, wow.
And so we're definitely
what are
gonna
these
want
two?
this one because.
Randomly alter the award for the next chamber. Total chances per rank. Okay.
Oh wait, was that the one? Faded
There's
persuasion.
2. Randomly altered boon and will Charon. Chances per
Yeah, no, this is the one
Faded
because.
authority. Okay. And then what's what's the other one?
God's Pride for epic, and then or for
There's a chance
legendary
for
or
legendary.
duo. Okay.
So doing that one's probably going to make us a lot more likely to get the Athena, to get the divine protection one. Yeah.
So I'll go for that.
Hell yeah.
For we got one. We can,
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll have to come back to actually like do more.
you have
of
to
that
save
upgrading.
up a lot of darkness for.
Well, hey, we
those
don't really
later
need
talents.
keys anymore now, right? Is
Yeah.
that the last use for keys, essentially?
Yeah, for the most part. Well, I think you can use keys for boons. Say like when a god gives you their 3 boons, you can use either a key. I think you can use the keys to change some of the boons they give you.
Okay.
Now that we've unlocked that one talent in the mirror. But all right, so we're here, so
Yep.
might as well
That'll
call
be
it
a good
quits now.
place to stop. And I
Yeah.
actually have a raid in mind already because Bittersweet
All
is
right.
hanging out in our chat, being awesome. So we are going to raid Bittersweet.
Awesome.
Send that support right back.
One last time, people, do not drink gingerbread flavored Mountain Dew. If that doesn't go without saying. And it gets a 2 out of 10 from me. And I will continue to review Mountain Dews in the weeks
Oh,
to
hell
come.
yeah, we will. Let me see. All right. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll be back with Hades next week.
See ya.
Sure the raid works. Cool.